I'm the no one else that we can do what's Hondo on the mic. From Leo's Paradise, random stream drop like a Dragon Ball fight. No lie, plan stream stacking up, but here's a twist in time. Freestyling on the deck like Luffy's punchlines. Up the channels faster than Zoro sword swings. Gaining pop culture, it's the chaos he brings. Talking movie reboots, superhero hype. Hondo passing the mic, now Bishop's in sight.
Cutting flip screen, frame by frame, I align. Laying bass lines heavy, keep the rhythm divine. Jumping 5 videos, can't keep up with the pace. Pass the mic back, Leo's leading the chase.
Off the rails, no script, just a freestyle ride. Nerdcore king, let the randomness collide. Playing a knob, Leon's got the flow to entice. It's words of paradise, the chaos comes to life.
No script, just a freestyle ride. Nerdcore king, let the randomness collide. Planning on Leo's got the flow to entice. It's words of paradise, the chaos comes to life.
Off the rails, no script, just a freestyle ride. Nerdcore king, let the randomness collide. Planning on Leo's got the flow to entice. It's words of paradise, the chaos comes to life.
What is up? Welcome to another Sunday special. Y'all did this, and yeah, so we're gonna just chill, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna do a few hours of reactions, a few hours of gaming. It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Definitely gonna do some Star Wars gaming today. Obviously, might as well do Fallout, depending on if you guys want that or not. But all in all, how y'all beautiful bastards, you vital idols doing? Who all we got here? We got Wire and Bly was the first. How you doing, Wire and Bly? Cinnamon Stalker Supreme, the ever lovely Piranha Pout. How you doing? Fun with collecting in the house. How you doing? Fun with collecting. Slay every game. We got level 1 saying first, even though he absolutely was not first, but that's a-okay. Daxnar, the best mod in the whole damn land. How you doing, Dax? Sned 1011. Jimmy Boy Harrison's here. So my brother finally decided to get a physical Expedition 33 because people are, hey, nice, selling it for $100 on eBay. That's insane. Yeah, that's cool. What up, Bishop? How you doing, Bishop? Yeah, guys, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna chill. We're gonna go through the reaction Discord, see what you put in there. I saw there was some interesting pics. Future Boy, hear the drummer get wicked. Yeah, we got some Anthrax, some Public Enemy Anthrax in the house. Green tea to start the day off right. Oh man, let's just want to chip back, say hey. We'll get into the reactions in a moment. Let's see. We got everybody. Was that everyone? Yeah, I said hey to everyone. How's the audio sounding? We good? Y'all hear me just fine? Want to make sure. Dax better. Yes, Dax is a better mod. Absolutely, he's the best mod in the whole damn land. He's not. I know he does more than me. However, I have personality. Hey, Dax got one fuck of a personality. Let me tell you. Shell's here. How you doing, Shells? Appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, see, Dax doesn't misspell mod. I mean, it's a 3-letter word. Come on now. Start the day, 5 p.m. Well, I've been up, but I haven't really done anything. Like, you gotta understand, I woke up at 10 a.m. on Friday, and I did not sleep until 2 p.m. last night. I was going on about 36 hours straight, or 2 p.m., 2 a.m. I was going on about 36 hours straight of no sleep. So I went to bed at like 2 a.m., got up around noon, hung out with some friends IRL. Paul Byersmith actually watched some not Delicious in Dungeon, High School DxD. You know, got to grab some lunch, and then was watching my boy Serrano stream Resident Evil 4, his very first time ever playing it. But yeah, no, by all means, it's been but this is like, I feel like the true start to the day. Once I'm here, I'm with you guys, like this is where my day is really starting. The rest is all just sort of lead up, just, you know, how we get to where we need to be. But that's enough. Let me go ahead and get another sip of this, and we can get some reactions going. Just tastes fucking good. Just green tea, no sugar, nothing, just straight green tea, son. Alright, what's in the Discord? Let's take a look at the Discord here. If you guys want me to react to anything, you know the drill, something could be interesting, could garner some conversation, make sure you pop it in the Discord, and, let's see, what do we want to start with? I haven't checked the Discord in a bit. The alt-right pipeline almost got me. Here's why it failed. Ooh, that could be fun. Who were the super archaic ghost humans? That's interesting. When you upgrade to a big magazine. Alright, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do right here. From Serrano's, the alt-right pipeline almost got me. Let's take a look at this. One moment. Let's. All right. Put it over here.
Because they pay very well.
Used to wake up at 3
All right,
o'clock in the
perfect.
morning to drive an hour to throw boxes for 10 hours.
I worked at a restaurant.
So you've probably noticed
All right. That's what we're gonna do. You guys need to let me know how the. Hey, Son Hugo, how you doing, brother? Man, appreciate you. All right, guys, let me know how the audio is. Make sure you can hear it. But yep, this is the alt-right pipeline. Almost got me. Here's why it failed. And he's wearing a Fugazi shirt. Yeah, this dude does look kind of Richard Spencer-esque. Let's go.
I'm a young white man with a YouTube channel called Something Something Skeptic. So at my 25th birthday party, my friends and I played a game.
This dude looks like he could be anywhere between like 25 and 40, to be fair. He's like, yeah, my 25th birthday. Like, yeah, he instantly opens up the video talking about how he's a white dude. Bro, being a liberal fucking ages you, let me tell you.
Where two people at a time would compete to make the other person laugh exclusively by insulting them. And the very first line dropped on me was, Drew, you named your YouTube channel Genetically Modified Skeptic. Yeah, he had that one in the chamber before we started.
Okay, I've never heard of Genetically Modified Skeptic. This will be my very first video watching, ever seeing him and whatnot. Are any of you guys familiar with his content? Have you guys heard of Genetically Modified Skeptic? Also, yeah, I actually don't necessarily think that that's a bad channel name, depending on what content you cover. Anyway.
Started playing, I'm sure. I was raised conservative Christian. I became an atheist at 21 years old. Quickly got into watching atheist YouTube in 2016, then made my own.
Wait, so this is 25 now, and we're in 2025, assuming this is a recent video. So that means he was watching atheist content, you know, it's 16, give or take. YouTube is a Wild West, man. I guarantee you this guy is a bastion of pseudo-intellectualism and pseudo-philosophy knowledge.
Atheist YouTube channel, and within a couple years became one of the larger channels in that space. So how the fuck did I not get fully pulled into the alt-right? A quick reminder, I'll be at the American...
Wait, he was watching atheist videos. Why would that pull him to the alt-right? That's confusing to me. Alt-right would be like super conservative Christians, so I'm already not seeing the parallel.
American Atheist National Convention in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, fucking right. Hey, YS Metal, how you doing, brother? Also, yeah, what? Like, yeah, I'm trying to see the correlation.
17th through the 20th. Get your tickets now through the link in the description to come hang out with me, Taylor, and some other atheist YouTubers you probably know. So my focus in this...
I can already tell you this guy's fucking retarded, by the way, because he's an atheist. Like, look, if you want to be an agnostic, fair enough, I understand. But you can tell someone's retarded if they are an atheist. So, yeah, this guy is not going to offer anything. But that being said, I could be wrong.
Video stems from my understanding that the alt-right pipeline operates primarily on two factors: appeals to male grievances and algorithmic radicalization. Basically, that the alt-right draws its power from men resenting something or someone and attracts many of these men through a pipeline of increasingly inflammatory online content. What I'll do...
Do you guys agree with this assessment there? Hey, Gemma Useru, how you doing? I think it might be because the overlap between anti-SJW community and the atheist community from people like Amazing Atheists. There, I don't know if there was a massive overlap because so many of the SJW types are also, or former SJWs are also atheists because, you know, they don't believe in God and whatnot. God's, you know, is, oh, that's for dumb Christian, you know, white boys that live in the Midwest or the South or whatnot. This doesn't make any source. I mean, again, atheism is just, I don't think atheism has a political affiliation. It's just like, do you have faith? Do you believe in God or not? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Do here then is tell some stories that shed light on why I didn't develop various male grievances and how that affected the way I interacted with alt-right online content.
Hey, what up,
as
Paul?
a
How you doing?
number
Have
of
fun
adults.
hanging out with you, brother.
God is
What up,
dead,
Trev, as
and
well?
I'm gay. Hi, everybody.
Here's one my mom always loved to tell about me. Apparently, when I was 3, my family visited my grandparents' house, and while my grandpa and I were playing, he said something about teaching me to wrestle. I famously replied, "Papa, I'm a lover, not a fighter."
Did he say this happened when he was like 3? Bro, single mom household confirmed. Straight up single mom household confirmed.
And the women in the room thought that was adorable, while the men sighed in disappointment.
As they
Personally, I
should have.
like that story.
As they should. That's
and
gay as
yeah,
shit.
I'd say that still basically describes me accurately. A couple years later, I made my first best friend, a very cool and very smart girl from my church.
This is true, Prop Out. Paul Byersmith came right into my bedroom and woke me up. This is exactly how my day started.
And we stayed best friends until I moved churches at 11 years old.
How often do you think this dude tries to get laid using feminist ideologies and whatnot? It's like, hey, I know your boyfriend just broke up with you, and I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Just like as a friend, I'm here for you.
A lot of my other friends were girls too. I
Or
can't
he's gay.
remember any reason for this other than I liked hanging out with them more. And in almost all cases, that didn't have anything to do with having crushes on them. Throughout my childhood, I was bullied
Yeah,
physically
agreed. Why? 100% he gaslights women. 100% he gaslights women.
and verbally for being small.
What up, Boosh?
I'm 5'8" today, not tall, but not that short, but I grew very
Fuck him. As someone who's 5'8", yes, but that's short. We can say it's average height all we want. That's short. He's capping. He is capping and coping so hard.
slowly, like very, very slowly. So kids would pick on me for that pretty often. When I first went into my
Monthly
church
roof and
youth
all
group
budgets
at
like.
12, boys and adult men started bullying me for another new reason. I was too feminine. Why are you sitting like that? Sit like a man. Don't talk like that. Why don't you like football? What's wrong with you? Oh, rollerblading is so gay. Pick a real sport. You know, you're really scrawny. Your wrist
He's saying all this like it's a big fucking deal. Like, yo, yeah. Growing up as a fucking nerd, yeah, you get bullied for shit. Okay, like I'm sorry, that's just a normal part of life. I don't understand. Like everyone gets bullied. Women bully each other in a different way, but everyone gets bullied. Just move the fuck on.
look like a girl. Your eyes look like a girl. And every one of my friend's dad's favorite, you need to cut your hair. You look like a girl. I didn't have long hair. I have decidedly left out homophobic slurs here, but I assure you, I was called them. I usually
So
talk
was
to
I,
my
and it's
parents
funny.
when this happened, so all the time. And they taught me that bullying behavior stems from the insecurity of the bullies. I didn't
Not just
deserve
the women
that
being
treatment
gaslit.
because
Yeah,
of
you're telling
something
me.
I did. The bullies were hurt, scared, self-hating, had something to compensate for, and they treated me badly to make themselves feel strong and superior for once. This
Yeah,
is
why it still
basically
calls me that.
true.
What up,
and-
Isaac? How you doing? Being a nerd wasn't cool in the 2000s. We got made fun of for liking cool shit. Yeah, same in the 90s and whatnot. Like being a nerd was not cool until Disney made it cool with the MCU. Being a nerd wasn't cool until nerd culture got commodified.
And it was a great lesson for my parents. Internalizing that has been an overall good for me. It prepared me for when Christian guys like John from What Do You Meme, David Wood, Kwaku, Cameron Bertuzzi of Capturing Christianity started mocking me for my appearance, and John even dressed up as me and did a homophobic lisping voice for a video. I don't know what to tell you guys.
A homophobic lisping voice. And guys, apparently just doing this as a joke is homophobic. Like, no, it's fucking funny. We've been doing queer ass voices like that for fucking years. It's funny. If we didn't want to be funny, then why do homos talk like that? Let's be real. Like, come on. Why do homos talk like that? I've always wondered.
If you are struck by my overwhelming femininity to the point that you have to use your ministry to comment on it, maybe there's a journey that you need to take. Like, you see features in me that you enjoy in women,
Thank you, Piranha Pout.
and that's a problem? I mean, a problem for who, really?
Scared, Daddy?
In fact, there are a lot of men that watch my channel that tell me that I'm pretty, and honestly, that's flattering. You could just be among them if you want. Anyway, as a teenager, one of the ways I avoided the bullying was to sit out some stereotypically masculine activities and make friends with girls instead.
Hey, it's Mo. We're here at the UAT
Yep, we're gonna
Experience,
skip this
where
ad right
potential
here. Give me
students
one
come and get a
moment.
deep dive of different.
Just so y'all know, I have an ad blocker on, and it's worked up until like 2 days ago, and now I'm getting fucking YouTube saying ad blockers aren't allowed. Yeah, right, Wyatt, fucking gay as shit. 100% gay as shit confirmed.
All of my close friends have heard me describe this particular scene before. At youth group on Wednesday nights, we'd play a game in the church gym before the sermon. When the game was dodgeball, most of the girls would sit on the bleachers and talk instead of playing. A lot of
See, and that's gay too. Like for the women, like guys, it's a fucking game. It's the church youth group or whatever. It doesn't have to be a church youth group, community center, hanging out with friends, whatnot. Like, Dodgeball is just a good, fun, healthy activity. I'm sorry, I don't think that if you're in some sort of setting as a child that's being overseen by an adult, so the kids shouldn't be allowed to sit out. Fuck that. Kids shouldn't be allowed to sit out. What up, Sanders?
The guys got really aggressive. I would often join them and would be the only guy not to play most of the time. Again, this meant I made friends with girls. I had several guy friends, but I always had close friendships with girls too. Now, just as plenty of full-grown men do, the boys in my youth group saw female attention as a sign of masculine attractiveness, of manhood. But then, when these boys saw that I spent more time with girls than they did, because girls were nicer to me, they said it was because I was a girl. I was too feminine for true man.
I mean, if you had a lot of feminine interests, and by the way, speaking of someone who's got lots of feminine interests, by the way, I enjoy fucking doing hair and you know, decorating the house and fucking, you know, making sure my clothes match and whatnot to that effect. If I'm going out somewhere, like I'm just chilling in the house or whatever, I'm just gonna wear an oversized Blink-182 shirt. But like, if I'm going out somewhere, if I'm gonna be in public, yeah, I want to make sure I look good. Those are feminine things, sure. Like that again, that's not necessarily a fucking problem. As long as you got some other masculine traits to carry it out. Like, guess what I like to do? Go fucking shooting. Like, I don't know. This dude seems like he is coping really hard, and this is a 25-minute video.
Manhood. All of these experiences got the wheels turning in my teenage brain. I started to see these
Maybe teenagers are just
purposely
dicks, kid.
overtly
Maybe teenagers are
masculine
just
men
dicks.
and boys as people who dogmatically hold themselves and others to an arbitrary standard of masculinity. They do this because they've seen other men impose ridiculous standards of masculinity on others.
Sexy
They feel
Sonya, how you
insecure
doing,
about
girly?
their ability to meet those standards, so they attempt to conform and belittle those who don't as a way to manage their negative feelings.
Or maybe dudes are just naturally wired that way. Like, for someone who calls himself the amazing atheist, or not amazing atheist, he was talking about amazing atheist, but for someone who calls himself an atheist, I mean, he believes in science and whatnot, because, like, that's got to be the crux, or the tenet of atheism, is that, like, hey, if you're going to be an atheist, then what rules all, of course? Well, it's got to be science. But science would dictate that there's different personality traits between majority of men and majority of women. Obviously, there's outliers. Assuming this dude's straight, he's one of those outliers. But yeah, like, he wants to come up with all this armchair psychotherapy, when in all reality, dudes act a certain way on average, and teenagers are douchebags. That's what it boils down to. Yeah, what does this have to do with the alt-right, Dax? Exactly. I'm sure he's going to get to it. This is a terrible, horrible, long build-up. I'm sure he's getting to it. All I'm hearing from this guy is that he is questioning his own masculinity, as he would not care what others think, as long as he is comfortable in his own head.
Resulting from their insecure sense of masculinity. Basically, the aesthetic performance of masculinity, or maybe better put, a hyperfixation on the aesthetic performance of masculinity, in my mind, my teenage mind, was often linked to non-physical forms of personal weakness. Lack of grounded sense of self, lack of moral character, lack of intelligence sometimes. Not always, of course. I've known masculine people who are not that way, obviously, but they always give off a very different vibe right away. This lesson would prove...
What's that even mean? What do you mean this lesson? You're talking about teenagers. Teenagers are just dicks, bro.
impactful.
So join us, and together we'll end women. Women? What's that?
Fast forward to...
Yo, look at this douche canoe. Like, if you don't like Jordan Peterson, whatever, fair enough, I understand. Frankly, I don't like Jordan Peterson near as much as I used to. We were actually talking about this on Zach's show last night, or maybe it was after the show, I don't remember. Because, you know, ever since he fucking got hired on by the Daily Wire, Jordan Peterson's changed completely. But to edit and splice together to make it sound like we'll end women, come on now. That's, yeah, his vibe is 100% gay, Future Boy. That is so... You can't sit here and try and take a moral high ground against the alt-right pipeline if you're splicing together incorrect quotes from Jordan Peterson to make him look anti-woman.
2016. I'm a baby atheist who just started watching Skeptic and Atheist YouTube. After watching enough Armored Skeptic, I ended up with the vague idea that feminism might be going too far. I thought, maybe this
100%.
whole anti-SJW thing that I've been hearing about has some merit. So I quite deliberately decided to check out this anti-SJW thing by watching some Thunderfoot videos about feminist SJWs, particularly against BuzzFeed feminists, I guess they called them back then.
I remember there being several videos against BuzzFeed feminists. Now, whoever Thunder Lightfoot is or whatever name you just said, not someone I've ever watched, so I can't really commentate on that. But
and the supposedly awful Anita Sarkeesian. And
what do you mean supposedly awful? Anita Sarkeesian is almost single-handedly to blame for where we find ourselves in video games these days, at least on a surface level, ignoring all the World Economic Forum stuff and whatnot.
Dear God.
Hey, what up,
Okay, the main thing I remember about this experience was I was driving, came to a stop, put on one of these videos to listen to, you know, plugged into the aux, very quickly heard him just call a woman a bitch as his main argument. I made a face and then just continued to drive.
To be fair, some women are bitches. Like, some women are bitches. That can be an argument if the woman is in fact a bitch. Just throwing that out there. Not like you women in my audience. You're fucking awesome. Y'all aren't bitches. Or if you are, it's in a very classically funny kind of way, which is very difficult for women to be funny. So good on you. Leon, on a Sunday? Shit, I'm getting nothing done. Yeah, dude, anytime we hit tier 3 on Friday, we do a Sunday special stream. Welcome to the party, pal.
With that face stuck that way for the remaining 8 minutes or whatever of the video. Yeah, it was an instantly regrettable experience. Pretty immediately, I saw that Thunderfoot did the same thing that...
To be fair, Barry, to be fair, his dad is, I would assume, white, so it's gotta be something else. My AA sponsor's gay, and he has more masculine than this guy. Facts, Slade. Also, congratulations on the AA. Way to go, man. Stay strong.
The men and boys that bullied me had done. He mocked feminine people and presented himself as more rational, even though his arguments were not rational at all. The idea that he was, in fact, more logical than these feminists ultimately relied on his male audience just presuming that he was, because...
But to be fair, he likely was more logical. Now, whether he was able to articulate his points properly, who's to say, but just because, on the spectrum, men are often more logical than women.
He's a man, and that his emotional outbursts were not cringy rants like the feminists did, but were instead frank and logical refutations of irrationality. Because deep voice and facial hair means that argument better. This was effectively an argument from aesthetics, and as I engaged with anti-SJW content further, I saw that it was primarily an aesthetic performance of both gender norms and intellectual superiority.
Bro, this dude is throwing out every buzzword he can. Like, this is pseudo-intellectualism at its finest.
Which was ultimately void of substance. Dark Matter 2525 made an excellent video about how he stopped being anti-woke and included an incredible segment about this exact thing. You've got to watch that video.
You've all seen this image. This is the face of 1 billion thumbnails, still used on uploads and memes to this day. Have you ever seen the source?
We actually reacted to part of this video on one of my other streams. I thought it looked familiar. Yeah, this video is atrocious. We couldn't get through it. Not even because of, I mean, what he's saying is dumb and whatnot, but that's not even the reason we couldn't get through it. We couldn't get through it because of just his vocal pattern, his mannerisms, the way he speaks. Like, it was just a slog of a video. We tried, man. We tried. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, for a lot of you guys that were here for this stream, this was probably a month or so ago, but we sat through a lot of this guy's video, and it was just really, it was very difficult to even commentate on because of the way in which he structured the video. Sundares, who is this guy? His entire opinion and everything is based on secondhand information or real-life interaction with people. I don't know who this guy is. With the way we do things, Sundares, you might be new here. On Sundays, for the first couple of hours, what we do is we do reaction videos to videos that are dropped in my Discord that hopefully we'll be able to garner or generate some sort of conversation amongst you guys, the chat, myself, the whole nine. So yeah, I don't know who it is that we're reacting to. Apparently some sort of big-time in the atheist YouTube community, but yeah, I don't actually know who he is. This is my first time watching him.
Material, it's quite short.
There's not rapists coming into, just because they're refugees doesn't mean they're fucking rapists. But they're raping people in Germany. My parents are immigrants. My fucking parents are immigrants. No, not even a fucking big percentage. Tiny.
How many women in the U.S.
get raped? Do you know how many?
1 in every 3
fuck
women.
ton, a fuck ton.
All American.
That's a crisis.
Okay. You know what? This is an old video. I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
There's a rape crisis. Exactly.
This woman did not get triggered or belligerent. She was the only one in the argument actually offering statistics rather than emotions. But there's one frame in which she made a funny face. Now, her entire existence is encapsulated by that.
Boo fucking who? Isn't that like you really tell me, you know, the meme of the kid in school that's like struggling and he's got like the vein popping and shit like that? Like, yeah, you think he looks like that all the time? No, it's just a funny caption or photo used to caption memes. Success kid, the little baby that was doing this or whatnot. Like, it's an excellent freeze frame, led to memes. What argument are you trying to make aside from, okay, yeah, this girl's face has been used on memes the world over? That's anything and it can become a meme. We've seen that happen to countless folks, to the point where the human behind the picture doesn't even fucking matter. It's just the image encapsulates a thought that everybody can sort of understand because it's ubiquitous. This is so dumb.
That's how absurd the anti-SJW movement became when they sought offense.
Getting bullied in the way I was often pushes young men toward the alt-right or anti-woke or whatever you want to call it, because it causes them immense pain and tells them that the only way to cope is to become a posturing masculine bully yourself. I was fortunate enough to have people in my life to help me find another path early on. And that eventually acted as a sort of...
Fucking Barry Strauss is best. Sorry, bud. Just because we don't understand you doesn't make you an intellectual. 100%. Yo, Hypno, how you doing, brother?
...of inoculation against this particular type of right-wing radicalization. On top of all this, sometime in 2016 or early 2017, I heard Armored Skeptic discuss why he and other creators shifted away from talking about religion and toward discussing hot-button political issues. The gist was, there's only so much to talk about with religion.
I mean, in a sense, that's fair, but also you say the gist was this. So, like, you're not willing to share what Armored Skeptic actually said. However, for Homeboy that agreed with your anti-woke point a moment ago, you were able to play, you know, a large chunk of his video and show, hey, this is his point, this is his stance. So you'll give the credence and actually show the context for somebody you agree with, but for somebody you disagree with, you can say, oh, well, the gist of their argument is this. Like, I'm sorry, that seems disingenuous. Maybe you should also show what Armored Skeptic said. This makes me disgusted I was ever a lefty atheist. To be fair, Wyatt, you've come a long way, buddy, and we're all oh so proud of you. Your growth is astounding.
Done it all, and now we have to move on to something that's more relevant. As someone who grew up super religious, who had their entire being consumed by religion at times, I thought that was an incredibly ignorant take. Like, no.
Why would that be an ignorant take, though? If Armored Skeptic had been making videos about the subject of religion for God knows how long, and he didn't have anything more to say on the subject, then that's not ignorant. That's just the evolution of content creators. PewDiePie has changed his content how many times? Asmongold has changed his content how many times? Hell, fucking non-political or religious-based things like the Game Grumps have changed their content, started doing more live-action stuff. Like, I'm sorry, just a creator changing what they're covering because they don't have anything to add to it at that point isn't ignorant in the slightest.
No, Greg.
What up, Zombie Box?
Sargon, Thunderfoot, the Four Horsemen did not say everything there is to say about religion in like 10 books and 2.
They might not have said everything there is to say, but they may have said everything they have to say. Like, that's why when we do videos on certain things, Hypnotic, for example, who might have several videos on one particular topic, great, it's because he has several things to say about it. I might do one video, maybe 2 videos, and then I don't cover it again. Why? Because I don't have anything more to say. That doesn't mean there isn't more to say. That means there's nothing more that the individual making said video there's nothing more they have to say. Again, this is a very disingenuous argument he's making.
200 YouTube videos. That just shows how little you actually know about the subject or how little creativity you really possess. Even I can think of 1,000 topics you haven't covered well. Maybe I should start a YouTube channel about that. I came across a comment under that video addressing Greg that said something along the lines of,
Oh,
This
goddamn
is
ads.
Jedi Ninja 69. You wouldn't think he's doing anything important with his life.
All right, so
Let's be real.
Did they really just have an ad where the guy calls him Jedi Ninja 69? You know, I probably should have let that ad play out. Anyway.
You guys know that videos that make people angry get views. So when you found a topic that makes men angrier than even religion does, you changed up your content.
Videos that make people angry are not the only ways to get views. How many goddamn Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time retrospectives are there on YouTube that have billions of fucking views? Like talking about something that, of course, emotionally stimulates people, good or bad, is going to get views if you are a content creator that is good at, you know, conveying your points and making people feel something. What you're making them feel doesn't necessarily matter as long as there's authenticity behind the video.
To make more
Yes,
money.
Jim, the ads do have
That
more substance in this
resonated
video.
with me. I realized somehow for the first time that YouTubers obviously make content decisions based on views, based on ad revenue. So not only did anti-SJW content contain horrible arguments based on aesthetics and arbitrary gender norms usually, but it was also made to stir up anger so that content creators could get more views. And
This is such a common talking point. I'll hit the super chat in just a moment, Barry, but we're going to talk about this. Yeah, all right, this is such a terrible talking point. It's a talking point I'm getting damn tired of. Oh, they just make this content and they make these videos to stir up controversy and get revenue and get views. Like, dude, I made a video yesterday about the Avatar: The Last Airbender changes in the voice actors. Guess what? That video didn't exactly do super well. It's sitting like 600 something views or whatever. Like a goddamn far cry from my highest, performing videos or whatnot. I've got videos that get 30, 40K views. This one got like 600 or something. But why did I make it? Because it's something that I'm passionate about, that I care about. I don't like it when voice actors are changed, especially if their change is for, some sort of faux outrage or virtue signaling purposes. I didn't like when Chad's voice actor stepped down from 1,000-Year Blood War for Bleach because he needed to give the role off to someone who had, brown skin or whatnot. Maybe, just maybe we talk about this shit because we care about it. There's a bunch of shit that happened at the, like the Polygon stuff, for example. The Polygon shuttering. I'd make a video on that. Why did I make a video on that? Polygon was irrelevant to me anyway. I've used them as a source a handful of times in videos in a way to make fun of them. But beyond that, we all know these game journalist companies are going down the wayside anyway. So it's not something that I cared about, therefore I didn't make a video. Now, could that video probably have gotten a lot of views because it was a hot button topic? Absolutely. But I chose not to. And all content creators curate and choose and pick their videos based on a myriad of reasons, not just what's going to get the most views or what can make people the most angry. This is an argument that people who are against what many of us do like to peddle because it's so easy or so difficult to refuse because it comes from a place of emotion as opposed to a place of any sort of logic. Also, what up? Thank you so much, Barry Stroud, for a 5-banger. Says, to be honest, the only reason I'm atheistic is there's a whole lot of people I wouldn't want to spend eternity with. Well, that's not necessarily a good reason for not believing in the existence of a higher power, though I can understand the sentiment of not wanting to spend eternity, especially with people like this motherfucker right here.
Anti-SJW content then was a money-making scheme, not good faith content about skepticism and critical thought. Naturally.
You cannot sit here and try. Now, are there going to be content creators out there that probably jumped on some sort of anti-woke bandwagon, anti-SJW bandwagon and whatnot? Yes, by all means, they 100% exist. John Delabag is one of them, 100%. That being said, that doesn't mean that the entire genre at large is devoid of, critical analysis, common sense, good arguments, things worth listening to. Like, imagine writing off an entire genre of films because the entire genre is it's inflammatory and it's fake, and all kung fu movies are actually bad movies. This genre shouldn't even exist on this medium because no one has ever made a kung fu movie in good faith because they love the art forms of martial arts. Like, that is the equivalent of what he's saying. Get the fuck out of here.
I tried to avoid it from
right,
that
Dax?
point on.
The future is utterly bleak. Everybody dies. Life is rough. Life is tough. Miss Prager has had enough.
All this said, I don't think that the intellectual process I just described wholly explains why I didn't buy alt-right.
He just described his process as intellectual. Like, homie is actually so high on his own supply that he thought that the first 13 minutes of this video was intellectualism. Bro, that's sad. And yes, thank you so much, Sonia. Become a member, join Words of Paradise, join the Discord, all that. 100% agree. Thank you so much, Sexy Sonia. Yeah, truly appreciate it. Get them likes up, guys.
Propaganda. Men that fall down that pipeline, from what I've read, often feel stress related to social isolation, lack of personal fulfillment. Sometimes they lack educational and economic opportunities. This makes them more vulnerable to those who play on anger and outrage for views. I, meanwhile, have been very fortunate in my life.
See, it makes people who can't think for themselves more vulnerable, sure, but you could say the exact same goddamn thing about people on the other side of the aisle. How many pro-Palestine protesters out there that don't actually know what's going on, don't know what from the river to the sea means, have no idea what's going on in the Gaza Strip? No, they're just upsetting spaghetti because their political party told them to be upsetting spaghetti. I can't believe he's attempting to distill this all down to, well, they're not smart enough to figure it out themselves. Bro, that's humanity, and you can chalk that up to anyone who has not anyone, but to people who have these beliefs. There's going to be sheep out there that just go along with the crowd because that's what the crowd tells them to go along with. Yeah, you're 100% right. Wyatt called it in like the first 2 minutes of this video that he's a gaslighter. 100%.
Was able to attend the college I wanted to attend as soon as I wanted
What
to
up, Jared
attend
D. Seals? How you doing,
The guys
brother?
in my dorm were immediately and overwhelmingly kind and accepting to me. My bullying ended first day of college. I had friends on day one, and while I was never popular on campus or anything, I always had friends. I found a degree I wanted to work toward, and I got good grades. My chronic
I don't know who
illness
he is either. No,
definitely-
again, I have no idea who this guy is. His video was put in the reaction request section of my Discord, and so we're going through. This is what people wanted to see, is what at least someone wanted to see, and so yeah, I'm nothing if not but a guy that listens to you guys, and if you want to see something, we do it, so long as I think that there could be some fun to be had with the video.
Caused problems constantly, but for the most part, my professors were willing to work with me. My academic advisor was incredible, and she even helped me work through some of the personality issues I had developed as a result of getting bullied as a kid. Oh yeah, and I got a
Agreed,
girlfriend
Dax,
freshman
agreed.
year, and very quickly got serious with her. Now she's been my wife for almost 10 years. So yeah, I don't
I'll give him congrats on
even
that.
know
Fair enough.
what it's like
Successful
to be
marriage of 10
worried
years.
about
I
being alone.
I absolutely cannot knock the dude there. I mean, let's be real. His marriage lasted longer than mine. Today would have been my 4 or 5 year wedding anniversary. Notice how I'm streaming solo. So I'll give him credit there.
Or not being able to find someone to build a life with. I'm not sure it's even possible to be luckier than I've been in that regard. By the way, you can check out my wife's great YouTube channel right here. Right after college, we made like $16K a year, but rent was
Base,
a lot
shrapnel.
cheaper back in 2015, and our parents paid for our cars and provided us with a safety net, so we weren't ever really stressed about money. I really liked my job at the Christian Women and Children's Shelter, regardless of how little money I made, and found it extremely personally fulfilling. I became an atheist while working there, and while it was stressful to have to hide that,
Explain why. Again, I can understand people who are agnostic. I truly can. Saying, yo, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I don't care. That makes 100% sense. I have never once heard a logical argument for atheism.
I think the sense of purpose I derived from working with
Oh, for
kids
sure,
who
Zombie Box, for
really
sure.
needed me kept me from having a more existential crisis. I was fairly angry as a teenager because of
He says he's not having an existential crisis, but when you make a video called "The Alt-Right Pipeline Almost Got Me," here's why I failed. It sounds to me like you are having some sort of existential crisis by feeling the need to even make this video.
the religious repression and the bullying, but as a young adult, I was mostly happy and regularly felt like I was so fortunate that I should live my life in a way that spreads that fortune around. Any grievances I had.
So making videos about atheism spreads fortune? I'm sorry, I don't see it.
Were about the suffering of other people. I simply did not have the problems that
Final Fantasy sucks. Says I've never heard a logical argument for religion either. Well, first of all, there's many logical arguments for religion. Now, do you mean you've never heard a logical argument for the existence of God or for religion? Because those are very two different things. Religion is just, a belief system and it has tenets for how to live a certain type of lifestyle. It's no different than a self-help book or whatnot. Like, if you say, hey, here's a lifestyle for getting up in the morning and working out and then not lying and not cheating and not stealing, that would be really no different than, a religion, for example. So you either chose a poor word choice or you just aren't clear on what you're referring to.
A lot of radicalized young men seem to have. This meant that when I encountered alt-right content, I usually didn't see the creators' anger as at all relatable. When they said some minority group was to blame for my problems, I thought, what problems? When they...
Look, I was watching a lot of quote-unquote anti-SJW stuff back in the day. Chris Ray Gun, some black guy, Jordan B. Peterson, the whole nine. I never once heard them say the minority group as a whole was the reason for anyone's problems. This is a gross mischaracterization of what it actually was back then.
Said women are the reason men like me are struggling and lonely. That felt totally absurd in my situation. When they delighted in harassing and hurting others, I didn't see those as justified acts of payback, but as unnecessary cruelty. To be clear, I'm not saying that young right-wing men have been wronged by minorities or social justice movements, but that since I wasn't, I didn't go alt-right. I think the pain, loneliness, financial stress, etc. that many of them feel is real, but it is better explained as a result of increasing exploitation of the working class, the commodification of human interaction in the social media dating app age, and divisive ideology spread by the ultra-wealthy, looking at you, Ben Shapiro, and your backers, to turn working people against...
What's funny is he is technically correct here, but he is not correct for the reason you think he is. Like, when he decides to say this is about class, this is about the commodification of social media and the way humans interact, I would say he's 100% correct. Then he just now said, looking at you, Ben Shapiro, okay, so do you believe this is only a case for the right, that only the right does this, or do you think there's a cabal of elites that, the uniparty that has no true political affiliation and it's just power for the sake of power? Then maybe you'd be onto something, but something tells me that that's not what his actual belief is.
Against each other. Basically, I think a bunch of wealthy
wrong,
patriarchal shitbags
wrong,
created young men's
Pat?
problems, then sold them the idea that someone else was to blame so that those wealthy shitbags could keep exploiting everyone. I was lucky enough to be insulated from most of those problems, so I was less vulnerable to alt-right indoctrination. Still, though, I am glad that I was not exposed to the Daily Wire when I was younger. It's a good thing that Ben Shapiro is not, in my YouTube feed.
Future Boy, this is a very common argument that people have, the promise of heaven is the only reason you're a good person and you're not a good person. That's not the vast majority of the reason of why people have, of any religious affiliation, not just Christianity, are religious. They're religious because they have faith in said doctrine. It's not the promise of heaven or the promise of some sort of grand afterlife or nirvana or whatever it may be that strives them to be a good person. It's because they believe in the core tenets and the positive teachings of whatever religion they're involved in.
When I was 13 or whatever. God.
No way.
I say my
AJ Styles
feminist
got his
credentials
Twitter
are
hacked.
beyond question.
Woke, if you will.
Now, this isn't the end of the story, because even after starting my channel in 2017, anti-SJW type ideas still had some influence on me, even if I didn't really realize it. This is pretty embarrassing.
Maybe you are a good person, Final Fantasy sucks. I don't know you. I also truly couldn't care less. But the fact of the matter is, nobody said atheists can't be good people. That was never an argument that was made. So I don't know what you're trying to what point you're trying to make.
Stuff I'm about to get into, so I hope that you all are charitable with your understanding, please and thank you. So even in my last year of Christianity, I very much supported gay people and binary trans people, but I basically knew nothing about non-binary people.
Because they don't exist, but okay.
Starting my channel, I went to some atheist-related event, and there was a non-binary person there.
No, there wasn't.
I didn't go
There was
out
a
of my
mentally
way
ill
to
person
avoid
there.
them, but I didn't make any effort to talk to them because I assumed, oh, they won't like me very much. See, I'd picked up the idea that non-binary people claimed that their gender was some kind of strict, objective, scientifically and biologically defined category, that every non-binary gender label corresponded to some set, detectable biological marker. I wasn't against gender nonconformity.
What up, Diz the Jizz, aka Diz the Chair?
At all. But I definitely didn't believe that. I assumed that this would somehow come up and that they would get mad at me. It's like so stupid. It's to say it out loud. It's so dumb. Like,
to believe that non-binary is a thing is what is dumb. It is mental illness. It is that simple. I don't care what your ideology is, as long as you're cool and we're going to be cool. 9 out of 10, I would agree with that, Shrapnel. 9 out of 10, I would agree.
I remember thinking those thoughts, and I feel like I'm remembering being an idiot. Not long after this, a friend
Remembering
asked
being
me
an
if
idiot.
I'd met that non-binary person. I said no, and explained why I'd avoided the opportunity. In response, he asked me if I'd ever actually heard a non-binary person argue that point. I was like, huh. Yeah, no, I
All
don't
right,
think
whatever.
so.
I ain't gonna do the last 5 minutes of this. I couldn't care less about his non-binary stuff. We're that was a fucking retarded video. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun to listen to, and I'm glad someone put up in the Discord so we can make fun of this dude. But he didn't make a convincing argument for why the quote unquote alt-right pipeline even existed. By the way, that an alt-right pipeline even existed. And if your video is titled, you know, how the alt-right pipeline didn't get me, first you need to prove an existence of it. He was unable to do that. What up, Hani Maui? How you doing? Appreciate you. So yeah, his video fundamentally failed on every single level. And one of the things that, you know, he was trying to make the claim of was that it was basically indoctrination preying on people's emotions. Okay, sure, fair enough. What was your video then? I'm just saying, that was atrocious. That was so devoid of any sense of intellectual honesty. So that was Serrano's that posted that. Shout out Serrano, so I'll be here later. He's actually streaming himself right now. He had never played Resident Evil 4 before, so that was fun to see. I saw Harmful Opinions react to this. It'd be funny to see Leon react to his mildly lispy non-queer who went the opposite direction he did. That was what so Serrano's basically threw that in there to try and trigger me. In all reality, I just more found it funny than anything else. I was gonna wait on Jake Martin to show up, but he's not here, so well, we're going to go ahead and watch this one anyway. Give me one moment.
Getting my first client made me feel like I actually knew what I was doing. When I was figuring out
Future
my
Boy says that I'm
LLC
preying on your emotions. Oh, is this a Sargon Akkad video? Okay, I haven't watched Sargon in a long time. I like Sargon just fine, but I've not watched Sargon in a long time. I'm glad I was able to join for a while. Have a great day. Hey, catch you later, Sexy Sonia. Truly appreciate you. Yeah, Zombie Box, it was painful to watch, but it was painful for all of us. And you know what? Misery loves company.
Germany recently regaled us all with their very German interpretation of democracy, which is, if a party we don't like is doing very well, then we ban them, and that's peak democracy. And of course, this has rankled the Trump administration, Marco Rubio and JD.
Slaver Games says Discord needs a new link. It expired. Shouldn't have expired. I literally updated just a few days ago, and people joined yesterday and possibly today. What about that flannel-wearing psychologist AI expert bespoke coach? Yeah, that was a thing. If you guys want true intellectualism, then check out Zach's show from last night, especially the beginning, because let me tell you, Scott Stapp really put it into perspective for us. How you doing, Terrace House guy?
Vance have both come out, and Elon Musk as well, have publicly criticized Germany's decision to brand the AfD an extremist organization, which they're not, just to be clear, because
Catch you
this
later,
seems
honey. Appreciate
pretty
you.
anti-democratic. You can't just go around banning parties you don't like.
No, I didn't say it to never expire Zombie Box Reviews. I do want the links to expire they're set to expire every 7 days. If for whatever reason it's expired, I'll update it after this stream, but I don't think it's expired because, again, people were just joining. So just make sure you've gone to the most recent post on my community tab, and that will have the most recently updated link.
Because that is tyranny. That is anti-democratic. That is to ensure that a particular kind of ideological hegemony maintains itself over a nation, even when the people of the nation are deciding, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to vote against it. As you can see from this map of constituencies, that renders about a quarter of Germany's provinces to be...
Yeah, Sargon's still around. I haven't watched, like I said, I haven't watched him for a while. He did a pretty interesting video a few months before Trump was reelected, about why it would be important just from a storytelling perspective of the hero's journey of how it would be important for Trump to be reelected. And it was an interesting video. I don't really think that it matters in the grand scheme of how the world actually works, but it was a very interesting video to make those, like, literature-based parallels.
Mostly supporting...
Yes, he did, Jim Harrison. Hondo passed 3 weeks ago.
The light blue here is the AfD, and the rest are, of course, some form of communist. So, and when I say that, I mean their Conservative Party and any other any other centrist party that basically is also communist, who themselves would mostly benefit from banning the AfD. So this is kind of crazy, actually. And it's like... It's one of those things that you would think this is leading Germany in some sort of constitutional crisis, because actually it shouldn't be that the ruling parties have the authority to ban an insurgent party because it's doing better than them and it's on the rise and they're on the decline. But here we are, this is what has happened, and we are being told by many people that this is what democracy looks like. Here's JD Vance going hammer and tongs, here's Marco Rubio going hammer and tongs, and here's Joni Ashkola, just a Finnish PhD candidate. And so you notice that there are distinct ideological differences here. So JD Vance is a sort of traditionalist and populist. Marco Rubio appears to have been moving into this mold. And Joni here represents
Rubio, I also think,
the
is a
liberal
grifter, so.
elite. And this is how the liberal elite idea launder and credibility launder their own ideology through a series of institutions that they purport to be neutral and arrive at what they claim is an objective and neutral conclusion, when in fact it is wildly and heavily biased towards them. Because actually this is kind of crazy. So Joni says, Germany ranks better than the US on the Democracy Index, freedom of press, non-corruption. With its history of dealing with extremism, I mean, I don't think that Germany actually dealt with extremism very well in its history, but maybe that's just me.
I mean, he's not wrong. The way Germany dealt with extremism is have the rest of the world say, yo, Germany, what the fuck, and then beat them into submission. Just saying.
He doesn't need lessons from the US. I mean, I actually think that if you're on the side of how Germany deals with extremism in, say, the last 100 years, I think America actually has a better track record of this. I mean, I'm no historian. Anyway, it's like when Vance claims that Europe is becoming dangerous, even though it's safe in the US. It's getting worse. So yeah, this is a very interesting thing.
Also, I do not believe for a moment that that Europe is safer than the U.S. First of all, Europe is a continent, not a country. It's a continent, which means it's got multiple countries and cultures within it. So you cannot say that one continent is safer than a single country. That you're comparing apples to oranges there. But no, the idea that it also defines depending on your definition of safety, because at least by and large, now technically this has happened, but by and large, people in America are not getting arrested for stating their religious beliefs. That is happening in the UK, for example, which is part of Europe. So my safety is more guaranteed here in America based on my speech than it would be in the vast majority of parts of Europe. My safety is also more guaranteed here in America due to the fact that I'm able to, for example, carry a gun, as opposed to in the UK or the Europe as a whole, where in most places that's relatively more difficult. So now you could say there might be more crime in the U.S. Now I don't know if that's correct, but maybe there's more crime in the U.S. than in when you break it down country by country in Europe. But that again doesn't automatically inherent. That's not the only metric of what implies safety.
Because what does the Democracy Index tell us then? Well, if we look at the Democracy Index, we look at the United States, they've got 7.85. and Germany has 8.73. So actually, the United States, despite having a 200-year, well, say 150-year unbroken continuity of having a functioning democracy, and Germany not having that, in fact, not even all of Germany having that, only since 1980.
No, we are not. The majority of the UK hate being part of the EU, and we had a referendum to leave it. I remember Brexit well. And how did that end up for you guys? We're not. The majority of the UK hate. And by the way, even if the majority of UK hate being part of the EU, you guys hating your government, much like many of us hated the last 4 years of the Biden regime, didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because what the people hate versus what's actually happening in the country and what's being allowed to happen by the people in control kind of dwarfs that. Like, when you guys can have people sent to jail for saying who the fuck is Allah because it offends the sensibilities of some Muslim interlopers, it's kind of a problem.
89, despite this obvious lack of parity, no, the Germans and the Finns are going to lecture the Americans on how to do democracy. So let's have a look at the democracy index, shall we? Because, I mean, oh, well, there we go, checkmate.
Also, it should go without saying, but America shouldn't really be part of the democracy index, as we are not a democracy.
They've got 8.73, you've got 7.85. This is just scientific, bro. This is just a neutral institution that's looking at the data and coming to conclusions, and that's all we needed to know. So
exactly, zombie box.
Actually, the US is lower on the democracy index than Germany, as if that's an argument for anything. So the democracy index is the extent to which citizens can choose their political leaders in free and fair elections. So the democracy index is the extent to which citizens can, as if that's an argument for.
Australia is also higher on the democracy index. Australia has fucking forced voting. Like, Australia is higher on the democracy index, but you have to vote. It is illegal not to vote. That does not sound very democratic to me.
For anything. So the democracy index is the extent to which citizens can choose their political leaders in free and fair elections.
Oh my god, we're really getting an ad for Eve.
Oh. So, how's that looking exactly? How's the democracy index looking for East Germany? Because if you...
Yes, local elections do have a bigger impact on daily life than presidential elections, 100%. Local elections will always be the most important elections for your immediate day-to-day.
If you are looking actually at what is happening, rather than some abstract...
No, yeah, fuck the metric system. Imperial superiority.
Ideological perspective. You'd be like, right, so it seems that a quarter of the German people have just been denied their first choice arbitrarily because the powers that be are afraid that the AfD are on the rise and they are on the decline. But Joni goes, no. It's a neutral, independent institution. It's concerned about whether they are just able to take part in the democratic process as we understand it. So, oh, well then, there should be no problem looking into this. The source is the Economist Intelligence Unit. Right, okay, so this is this. So the Economist Democracy Index is published by the Economist Group. And the Economist Group is the Economist Newspaper Limited. Right. So it's a mainstream media publication. And who runs this mainstream media publication? Well, the answer is a woman called Susan Jean Elizabeth Minton Beddoes. She is an English journalist, and
you can already tell she's part of the elite upper crust because she got like 6 fucking names. Like, this is modern day nobility, effectively.
She became, in 2015, The Economist's first woman editor-in-chief. Oh, incredible. So that's really interesting. So The Economist then, definitely neutral and independent. And so that's why in 2017 they started pumping out things like Karl Marx has a lot to teach Labour's politicians, or rulers of the world, read Karl Marx. Because
So the company... This is kind of amazing. So the company that puts out the Democracy Index is owned by the parent company that puts out pro-Marxist propaganda. Ah, beautiful. Truly beautiful. Guys, I don't think you realize that we live in the greatest timeline. anyone that is born now, you are living in what will probably be the best time to ever live. And not because of modern technology, not because of Central Air, not because Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, you got to live through Twilight Princess all the way through Breath of the Wild. No, you're living in the best time that will ever be for humans because you get to live in a time where basically Looney Tunes is real life. And it will never be truly more entertaining than this. Like, the reality stranger than fiction is the most palpable now that it probably will ever be in human history. Pack it in when we're all done here, when we fix everything. It will never be more entertaining and better than this.
Economist is basically at this point a communist publication, and they go on and on and on about Marx. And so being like, well, actually, it's just objectively Germany ranks higher. I don't care. It's a mechanism by which the liberal elite and the left-wing elite can manufacture the narrative that there is some communist-run democracy index that says, no, actually, it's better for democracy if the AfD get banned, and that means that Germany is more democratic than the United States,
came true.
which wants anyone to be able to vote for any party they want, because otherwise it's a danger to our democracy. And it's like, no, to hell with your democracy. This is not democratic. This is managerial technocracy in action. You will have the managed democracy that we tell you you can have. We will ban a quarter of the population from voting for the party that they actually want if it means it preserves our power. Meaning that the democracy index is just a measurement of how successful they are at controlling a country without using...
Well, not even controlling a country, because as he so aptly mentioned earlier, that the individual he's talking about in the tweet is Polish. Last I checked, Poland and Germany are not the same. So it's not even about controlling a company or a country. It's about spreading their ideology to other individuals the world over using the the newfound ways that you can use the internet for. Basically, mass manipulation on a scale never before done. It's not even about controlling a country. It's about controlling a worldwide populace. When people talk about globalism, the new world order, like, this is globalism in effect. You are able to take these multiple individuals throughout the course of the world, give them some facade of power, and really they're just parroting your ideas that only serve to feed the elites of globalism. Doesn't even have to be communistic, by the way. I mean, I believe it is now, but basically to serve your communistic beliefs. What up, CFH90? How you doing, brother?
The ballot box. This whole thing is just vile. It's just a shitlib, well, not even a shitlib, a Marxist newspaper that is being used by shitlibs to ban right-wing parties because they think the right-wing parties might win elections. And I am just so over all of this. I'm just so over it. Don't give me any of this "we love democracy" BS, right? It's so dishonest. And the thing is, Joni probably...
I love the... Anytime it says, the "we love democracy," like, I'm thinking of that scene in Star Wars, May the Fourth be with you, where Sheev Palpatine goes, "I love democracy," when his whole goal is to actually usurp democracy and become a fucking galactic emperor. Like, the people that claim to love democracy the most are often the ones that actually want some sort of, dictatorship or complete and utter control.
He doesn't even know how dishonest he is. I mean, what is he even a PhD candidate for? Like, I can't read that. What's that? The Faculty of Social Sciences. So for him, he has been completely captured by the frame, and now he is just driving forward in the ideological frame. We always do the right thing because we've declared ourselves to do the right thing. We have defined the parameters. We are working within the parameters we personally defined, and lo and behold, the conclusion favors what we believe. Oh, what a surprise. What an absolute fucking miracle. Who could have imagined that? How absolutely neutral and objective you are. What guardians of democracy you are. Yes, it's completely correct that if you take your, and at best insanely liberal and at worst Marxist standards and apply them to the AfD, who themselves are not like radical right-wingers, but who are like, maybe Germany should be for the Germans and actually we should just be normal and not wild radical left-wing ideologues. No one, you find them to be objectionable, and you're like, oh, that's extremist. Not being a left-wing radical, that's definitely extremist. These guys need to be banned, and we don't care how many voters we disenfranchise when we do that. This, to us, is a worthwhile sacrifice, and actually, it makes us more democratic than you, because democracy, I mean, what's democracy even mean now? What are we talking about when we say the democracy index?
Well, actually, that's a really good question. What does democracy even mean now? Because at least speaking from a U.S. perspective, since we don't live in a democracy and people keep throwing that word around, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it might matter to the rest of the world, fair enough, but when you live in a constitutional republic, the idea of what a democracy is shouldn't fucking matter because that's not our political system to begin with.
What we are saying is the International Liberal Hegemony Index. How much control does liberalism have over these countries? The bluer the country is, the more that the international liberal order has control over those countries, and the more red those countries are, the less control it has. And that, when you map it onto that, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
I don't know if he's correct about that per se, because when he says how red it is, it means they don't have control. Look at where the vast majority of those red countries are. Many of them are in Africa, largely undeveloped parts of the world. That doesn't mean that there's no control there. It just means that the control they have is not spotlit and is not in full authoritarian control. Because how much money is sent to Africa? How much aid? How much of our politics and propaganda goes on to building up Africa, things to that effect. So I just think it's exposed in a different light there. Africa is just a testing ground for whatever they don't want to be to show us. Africa, China, places where they have ceded control, or at least given a facade of ceding control. But again, that's just my guess. I wouldn't phrase it the exact way that he did, because again, Africa is quite the propaganda tool for the elite.
Which of these countries are part of the international liberal order? Well, yeah, we've got, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Brazil. Yeah, that makes sense. And Colombia, fine, fair enough. America, Canada, getting darker here.
Obi-Wan kind of helped with that confusion when he said, Anakin, my allegiance to the Republic, to democracy. Democracy is the political ideology in Star Wars. They were called the Republic. They weren't a republic. They were a democracy, but they were called the Republic. So yeah, there is confusion there.
Scandinavia, very dark. Europe, all fairly dark. And Australia, of course. And South Africa, they're all part of it. And India as well. Who's not a part of the liberal international order? Well, yeah, all of these guys. All of these guys who are not liberal countries. They are against the liberal international order. So it's either the core liberal international order, which is Europe and America, and then its dependents, satellite states. Versus
you can correlate how much of mostly, not quite the case for the Middle East, but you can mostly correlate to how infested they are with the liberal economic order, or with the democracy index, to how wealthy a country is. It seems like off the bat, at least. Again, Russia and China notwithstanding, because while those are wealthy countries, the wealth is held by what is effectively a dictatorship as opposed to supposedly the people at large. But yeah.
This is the illiberal world who still live in normalcy. Right, that makes more sense. This, and so they can say, no, the international liberal order of the reign of human rights is most firm in Germany because, my God, I mean, voting isn't a human right, obviously. Couldn't be a human right. It's a civic right. But my God, we are so committed to making sure that foreigners have privileges over the natives. We're going to protect the minority from the majority to a much greater extent than the United States, and therefore we rank you lower than us, blah, blah, blah. Aren't we great? Don't you suck? And isn't it completely justified to do this?
Check out the State of Politics, which is obviously a political channel ran by Mr. H Reviews and Bo, the History Bro. Very base takes. Interesting. Yeah, I've only ever seen one Mr. H review video from his main channel. It was when he was having the debate with Director X. But yeah, that's I would absolutely check it out. Throw something in the Discord you want me to watch. So the first couple hours of these streams are for us to do reaction videos. So yeah,
it's abominable. It's absolutely abominable. Like this, and this is the way that the idea is laundered. So midwits can just say, well, this neutral institution says so. The institutions aren't neutral. They're all liberal ideological institutions when they aren't just openly Marxist ideological institutions. Can we please drop this charade?
I'm Zach with
no, it's sugar-free Dr. Pepper cream soda. Final Fantasy sucks. That was an alright video. I mean, it was... All it did was kind of reaffirm things that I think a lot of us already knew, because if you're watching me, you're obviously at least somewhat culturally / politically inclined, because of... If you look past the fact that most of what I do here is based around nerd culture, you can extrapolate that to every single other part of culture. But yeah. Oh, you mopped for Mr. H? Nice, Zombie Box. Let's see, what else is in the Discord to react to? Let's see, vlogging through history, a historian, U.S. presidents ranked. Well, he's got Abraham Lincoln in the S rank, so, no. Let's see. Lunar City is Nintendo is lying. That could be interesting. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do Nintendo's lying. As a simp for Nintendo, I actually find this to be great. Because believe it or not, I like things that challenge my beliefs. Alright. Let's see what Nintendo's lying about.
This is not an exaggeration.
Nintendo's clearly lying to us, and it's worse than you think. Alright, let's see.
Last night, while I was working on the video that I uploaded this morning, I got a call from my brother who was trying to play Mario Party with my nephew, saying that the game sharing was not working and asking me if I knew what the deal was. Mind you, my brother and my nephew don't follow.
I do love showers, White Bear. I do love showers. I hate baths. Well, I don't love showers, but I do love being clean. I love the way I feel after a good shower.
Nintendo news at all. They don't watch videos on it on YouTube, not even my own, nor do I expect them to. But they do play video games, and they know that I usually know what's going on when it comes to video games. Basically, at 11:32 p.m. last night, my brother sent me this screenshot. He indicated there was a new button on the home screen of the Switch, and told me that while he was trying to play Mario Party with my nephew, they couldn't play at the same time. Now, naturally, at that point, most people probably would have scrapped what they were working on and just chased the rage bait, but I figured I'd give it 24 hours. After all, this is Nintendo we're talking about. It could be very likely that they made a mistake and within a day or two they update it and fix things up. But there are certain sources floating around that people like Doug Bowser and Furukawa have actually been notified of these things, primarily because of...
I'm not familiar with what he's talking about. I haven't turned my Switch on in a hot moment. The only time I really use my Switch is for Smash Bros. Or Pokemon Unite. So if anyone knows what he's talking about here, let me know. But yeah, so far, this is actually completely lost on me. I'm sure your hair would look a lot cleaner if you wouldn't dump a bucket of oil on your head. Yeah, as the people I met in Vegas, my hair doesn't look nearly as dirty in real life. Just because I dye my hair black, ball job black, and then underneath like my ring light and stuff, it makes it look worse than it is. It looks shiny and greasy no matter what, even if it's clean, just because ball job black.
Of an uproar from popular Twitter guys. And they have indicated that they would consider returning this feature. Alright, so there's a lot to unravel here, so let's kind of take it one step at a time. During the Switch 2 unveiling in the presentation, they talked about the virtual game cards. This would in effect allow you to remove games off of your console and put them on somebody else's console temporarily. Basically, just like in the past, we used to take our game cards and give it to somebody so they can play the game. Now it would be the same idea, except you're doing it digitally. But during the borrowing phase, you would not have access to it with the virtual game cards. Naturally, many people were put off by this because there is a game sharing feature available on the Nintendo Switch, and there are actually FAQ.
Again, I'm not sure what... I get it, we're only 2 minutes in. But I'm not sure what point he's trying to make, because I don't see what correlation this has to do with Nintendo lying, per se. So far, like, I get it, people are upset about the Switch 2. I understand why. A lot of that's justifiable. But what is Nintendo lying about? You've given, again, nearly 2 minutes, and I'm interested. I don't know. I guess because I don't know the context of what was added to the Switch. I don't think he did a very good example of it or a good breakdown of what it was. Hey, what up, Rabnab? Appreciate you.
Guidelines on how to follow it on Nintendo's website.
Can only mention he snipped your hair twice. He confirmed it was clean. Also, we all knew about him this entire time. There's the link to the channel.
So it's not like a shady workaround. This was something, I think, from back in 2019 where Nintendo was pushing it and saying, hey, This is a good way for you to share your games on multiple Switches. You log in on a different Switch, and more or less you'd be able to access that game from both Switches. I think the cap-off was 2. And you can actually play online together, because the idea is if multiple people in the same family wanted to game together without buying 2 copies of a game, they could. So naturally, when they showed off the virtual cards and they made things look all pretty, like it was a nice package and they were doing you a favor by letting you share your games with your friends, it was actually them marketing a worse version of what they already had. And not only that, they didn't really market that quote-unquote worse version because, of course, they wanted families to buy multiple copies of the same game. But that's besides the point. So there was actually a pretty quick backlash on this after the Direct. People questioned if they would still be able to do the old method, which was logging into multiple Switches so that you can effectively share the games that way. And Nintendo said that you would still be able to do the old method. Now that is the actual lie. Now,
Okay, gotcha. So, okay, finally, it took long enough. It took them 3 minutes to get there. But basically, Nintendo said the way you've been doing your game sharing will stay. Now we've also given you this updated version for the Switch 2. I don't know why they would change things on the original Switch, since the Switch doesn't even have this new function, and the Switch 2 isn't out yet. So there does seem like there's probably got to be more to this, but maybe you should debate vlogging through history on Abraham Lincoln. He destroyed Razor's video on him. I mean, I don't know about that. I'd be willing to check it out, but Abraham Lincoln was a terrible president. There's no getting around that. Abraham Lincoln was never in it for, or even if he wasn't a terrible president, he was definitely a terrible human. He didn't kill near as many vampires as the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter movie would lead you to believe. He only killed like 6. But no, jokes aside, Abraham Lincoln, at the end of the day, owned slaves, was pro-slavery, and he freed the slaves to get more votes. And that in and of itself is enough for me to be like, yo, fuck you. You weren't doing any out of any sort of moral obligation and belief in freedom. So he got nothing on my boy Andrew Jackson.
Now maybe
if you transfer your data to your Switch 2, your original is factory reset. No shit, really? I wonder. I understand why anyone would buy a Switch 2 when you can buy a Steam Deck OLED for the same price. Well, because you can't play Legend of Zelda the proper way on a Steam Deck OLED. People buy Nintendo products because they like the content that Nintendo puts out. Like, this whole Switch 2 and the Steam Deck are not in competition with one another. Nintendo isn't in competition with anybody. Nintendo does their own thing and always have. And the people that like Nintendo games want to play Nintendo games. Like, it's that simple. I want to play and part of this is because, you know, I'm a collector, for example. I like collecting physical media. I like collecting action figures. I like having actual licensed products because that gives a sense of validity to their resale, for example, to the resale value. If you go to Mexico and buy knockoff Dragon Ball figures that are not licensed, by Funimation or not licensed by Shonen, whatever the licensing company is, I don't recall. But basically, if you're buying bootleg figures, sure, yeah, you own those physical figures, but they're not actual Dragon Ball products. So why would I want them in my collection? It doesn't add any value to my collection. If I was to have someone come out and appraise my Dragon Ball collection, the bootleg figures would not be allowed to be in said appraisal. So yes, when I say not playing it the proper way, I do mean the proper way. A cracked version of Tears of the Kingdom is not going to hold any sort of value if you ever do, like, for example, a resale or whatnot, or a physical version of something that is the official licensed product. So yeah, that matters to people who do collecting. So I don't want a Steam Deck. I want Nintendo products, and I want to play Nintendo products the way they were intended to be played.
They meant you could still do the old method if you didn't upgrade your Switch, and that's why we crossed our fingers behind my back. So I actually am not lying to you, but it was
my Stream Deck disconnected.
We would still be able to game share the way that we've always been game sharing, regardless of these virtual cards that are coming out. At worst, it was a withholding of truth, but I think it was a lie. And it clearly was not a mistake either, because now that it's been brought to their attention, they are thinking of reintroducing the feature. Because if it was a mistake, they would have said, yo, my bad. I know I told you guys you could still do the old thing. You can game share the way you were always game share.
Fun with collecting for a two-banger. Hail to physical media and having fun with collecting. Exactly. I mean, shit, what you guys see behind me is a small fucking portion. I've got multiple Dragon Ball shrines out in my fucking living room. Lots of signatures of people I've met, various actors, voice actors, the whole nine. A lot of it framed on my walls. Like, yeah, I love physical collecting. Most action figures, mostly. Action figures are my favorite thing to physically collect. But I collect all sorts of things. So yeah, I for people that don't care about the physical aspect of it, or don't care about the appraisals and the resale value, by all means, you do you. But like, as a collector, to me there is value in having the physical and in having have it be officially licensed and things to that effect. Also, thank you for the
We
two-banger,
included
buddy.
virtual
Appreciate
cards.
you.
We did an update. Here's a .001 version of the update where we bring that feature back.
Base,
But
Jim,
instead, they're
base.
basically like, you know what? Let's wait it out. Let's see how much of an uproar there is from the audience before we decide if we're going to reintroduce this feature. That's the way it reads out to me anyway, because why else would they not immediately at least pretend it was an accident? They are testing the waters. Just like they're testing the waters with everything for the Switch 2. They want to see if they can get away with the variable prices. They want to see if they can get away with the game key cards. They want to see what they can get away with. Now, luckily for me and whoever else uses this game feature, it's actually a feature that is being discussed online a lot more, and something that Nintendo doesn't have to cover their ears and ignore. So while in the past month, I felt like it was a hopeless uphill battle to try to boycott Nintendo and get them to change certain practices, knowing fully well that realistically speaking, they won't do anything.
Well, it is pointless to try and boycott Nintendo. I mean, for all the bitching and moaning about the Switch 2, guess what? It's still sold out on pre-release day. Like, pre-order day, they were sold out effectively worldwide. Boycotting Nintendo is fruitless. Now, boycotting certain decisions by Nintendo is not. They have, I mean, again, just like he's explaining here, certain things they've gone back on, they'll continue to go back on, and that's with any company. A lot of companies change shit all the fucking time. So, yeah, and then if people are adverse to those changes and they boycott it, sometimes they bring it back. Weston Houston says, food for thought, Leon. I don't know about Lincoln not carrying out slavery, especially when freeing the slaves resulted in the bloodiest war in the U.S. Weber had to this day. Well, freeing the slaves is not what led to the Civil War. Like, what led to the Civil War, first of all, the slaves weren't freed prior to the Civil War, and the Emancipation Proclamation didn't free the slaves in the South because the South was not recognized as a country by the Union. So, yeah, no, that's, again, when I said he didn't care about freeing the slaves, he didn't. Lincoln's on record saying that if he could have ended the Civil War without freeing slaves, he would have. He did not give a fuck. Lincoln was a proponent of slavery throughout the vast majority of his youth. I mean, yeah, the slavery aspect of the Civil War is grossly mistaught or misremembered, and probably intentionally so, because history is written by the victors. It's too late. We can't just boycott this shift in Nintendo. It'll just slowly delay. Nintendo is not dying off. Not in this. Anyone that thinks that Nintendo is dying off, does not know about Nintendo's history. If they haven't died off after the GameCube, then after the Wii U, Nintendo has been a successful company since the 1870s or 1890s. You don't last as a company for 200 plus years if you don't know how to run your company. So the idea of Nintendo dying off is truly absurd.
Anything, but I'm gonna try anyway. In today's case, I feel like I have an obligation to make this video and create some kind of uproar about Nintendo lying to us, because otherwise I might be paying for 2 games instead of 1. Because this does not only affect the Nintendo Switch 2, this affects the...
Yes, Boosh. It's only 150 years. And then what do you do when you get past the 0.5 mark? You round up. That's how rounding works.
Current Nintendo Switches that I own. The current Nintendo Switches that my family owns.
What do you mean the Wii, Jim Harrison? Yes, I said the failure is the Wii U. The Wii is the second highest selling system of all time, or maybe third highest. Yeah, Switch, PS2, then Wii. The Wii is the second highest selling console of all time. For you to so if you're trying to imply the Wii was a failure, that's categorically false. Zombiebox reviews number 3 months. Thank you so much, brother. Catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Catch you later, Zombiebox. I appreciate you, homie. Watching about the GameCube. Mario Kart Double Dash was the best. I love the GameCube. GameCube is probably my second favorite video game console of all time. Sales-wise, it was a disaster. The GameCube was an outright failure sales-wise. That said, it's my second favorite console of all time, and it's got some of the best. More than 200 years. Okay, so 200 years. Instead of saying more than, just 200 years. Fine. What do you fucking do? Like, just take out the more than, and they've been a country for 200 years, and you round a company for 200 years, and they round up. The number's arbitrary, and you're fucking retarded. Doesn't matter if I say 150 years or 200 years. The point is, if you've lasted that long as a company, you probably know how to run a fucking company. Your goddamn semantical arguments hold no water when we're talking about the concept of what makes a successful company.
A game night was ruined. A nephew of mine did not get to play online with the family.
Correct,
because
Leonard
a
Ghostal.
feature
The Civil War started over states' rights. The South didn't want to join the Industrial Revolution, therefore wanted to secede from the Union. Put secede from the Union. If we're condensing it to its simplest form.
that had been working on his Nintendo Switch for 2 or 3 years.
They did start
stopped
playing cards
working.
right now at school.
Do
Absolutely.
any of you have any idea how difficult it is to coordinate a time where 4 people can
Nintendo
go
also
online
ran
and
sex
play Mario
hotels in the
Party
fucking
together in this
1970s,
busy
like-
world that we live in? Because I'm guessing you do. So last night was an actual kick in the thigh from Nintendo. Basically, screw you and whatever you think you get to play, buy another copy of Jamboree. That's what they're saying to us. No.
Saving money feels right. Just like when things are packed tidy and tight.
I'm sorry. You're trying to screw me out of
Hey,
buying
what
the
up,
Nintendo
Griffiths?
Switch
How you
2. That
doing,
is one
bud?
thing.
How you doing? I'm political. I'm currently in a political thing. I hope Wars Paradise Day is going well. Yeah, so far it's been going great. So far it's going awesome. We're doing the reaction portion of the stream. We'll be switching to gaming here in about a little over half an hour. It'll be a good day. Can't wait to go Epic Universe. Dude, going to Epic Universe seems awesome. I really want to visit Epic Universe. They have the money to fight the North because cotton being sold across the pond. There's that too. I grew up with the N64 and GameCube. They were amazing consoles. Some of the best games I ever played, like GoldenEye, Turok, Time Splitters, Perfect Dark. Yeah, okay. People can say what they want. Nintendo knows how to make consoles. They know how to make games. Even the failures, like the GameCube, the financial failure, has so many games that hold their value for collecting purposes, games that hold up gameplay wise. I mean, whoever said Mario Kart Double Dash earlier, I think it was fun collecting, but someone said Mario Kart Double Dash. To this day, I think that is the best, not just my favorite, I think that is the best Mario Kart game, like the best made. So yeah, people can say what they want about Nintendo, but there's a reason they are still around. There's a reason they're still making hardware when Sega and Atari and these other old hardware companies don't make hardware anymore.
But when I have the Nintendo Switch in my hand, and I have features that have been working on the Nintendo Switch since I bought that Nintendo Switch, or at the very least, since you introduced those features to me, you cannot simply just take them away from me like that. Well,
I love Shadows of the Empire. It's my favorite Star Wars game.
On it. So hopefully this pot gets stirred, and within a day or two they can fix it, and then waves and waves of people can come in and say how I'm spreading misinformation because clearly Nintendo still allows you to do it the old way.
All right, well, here's the deal. We don't have much more time for switching to gaming, maybe 30 minutes or so. He already made his point. I don't know why this video is still going. Yes, I think he very much successfully did point out Nintendo's lying and successfully point out what they were lying about. That's good enough for me. So yeah, good video, Lunar Lucidity. I appreciate it. Well done. Let's see. Ooh. Let me see how long this one is, Jim Harrison, because we've only got 30 minutes left. So I might not be able to do this one today. 30 minutes of this portion of the stream. Then we move to the gaming.
Bloods and Zaya whilst learning to
see,
code in Python. Go to boot.dev.
Yeah, this is an hour-long video, so unfortunately, this is only part 1. So yeah, we are not going to be able to get to that one. But let's to lead into the gaming stuff, sure. Let's do this Zelda video that you put in here, Rabnad. We can do that. This would be a good way to gauge, to lead into the gaming portion. So yeah, Rabnad Scuba posted a video in the Discord to react to. Says the scariest place in Zelda.
Do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? The Zelda series occasionally ventures into darker territory than its family-friendly presentation might suggest.
I would say more than occasionally. Nearly every Zelda game has some insanely dark shit to it that that's what's fantastic about Zelda as a franchise, is it takes a lot of reading between the lines. But the information's there in your face if you're able to do so.
Ocarina of Time's Shadow Temple, the Wind Waker's Earth Temple, and, well, everything in Majora's Mask. However, Twilight Princess features one location that I find more unsettling than any other.
Arbor's Grounds, I'm guessing?
Itself.
Oh, Twilight. Okay, Twilight itself. Okay. Flying through history might be the foremost expert on the Civil War on YouTube. The man knows his stuff. Interesting. Yeah, Rabnad, that would be fucking amazing.
Twilight Princess's story begins in Ordon Village, when Ilia and Colin are captured by invading Bulblins. Link is knocked unconscious, and when he comes to, he gives chase, sprinting across the
Legend of
wooden
Zelda
bridge
has to have at
towards
least
Farron
one
Woods.
spooky place. Yeah, every
But
Zelda
he
game.
finds that
Every
the
Zelda game
forest
got
has
one
changed.
straight up like
A
horror-oriented
wall of
area.
nothingness looms at its edge, a black void where Link's world seems to just end. This is the Twilight, a part of the world from which the light has been extinguished. Hyrule has been attacked by an invisible enemy from another world, in what would become known as the Twilight Invasion. Before its people realized what was happening, huge swathes of the kingdom became trapped in perpetual dusklight, suspended somewhere between life and death. Under this veil of darkness, time itself seems to have stopped.
Hey, we got a
Strange
Kata
black
raid. How's
particle-
everybody doing? Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kata, coming on through. Yeah, fucking absolutely, man. Kata's sent his videos over here, or his viewers over here. You me too. Words of Paradise. The lore of Zelda is very dark if you read the whole cycle, what happens throughout the games. Yeah, man, I've got a copy of the Hyrule Historia. Zelda's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I'm not sure if this video will actually have anything in it. I don't know yet, but it was put in the recommendation section of the Discord, and I would love to, I'd love to see what it has to say about this subject. So by all means, yeah, the Zelda series can get absolutely dark. I completely agree. Let's see. Oh, you got Hyrule Story as well? Nice. Hey, Foot Clan, meet Gaylord. Appreciate the Foot Clan for showing the fuck up. Again, thank you so much, Katie. You truly didn't need to. Replay Shadows of the Empire before Rona still holds up. Still had that prick IG88. Yeah, I have it on Steam now. I bought it on Steam, like, when I first got this gaming PC, like, 3 years ago or something like that. One of the first games I bought, maybe the first game I bought, was Shadows of the Empire. And that whole segment leading up to IG88 is so fucking hard. The game does and doesn't hold up. I'm very mixed on whether it holds up or not, but I still absolutely, love the game. So anyway, let's continue with the video.
Pepper the air, which is stained with a sickly amber glow. Hyrule's citizens are now lost in this netherworld, though they do not understand what has happened to them. In this world of shadows,
yeah, I've watched a few
they
Celtic
have been
videos before.
stripped
I
of
like
their
his content.
bodies and reduced to spirits.
But he has so many.
But they live on, unaware of the fate that has befallen them. In his wolf form, Link can use his enhanced senses.
So he's saying the scariest place in Zelda is Twilight itself, and thus far, I don't know that. I mean, I agree. For example, all the people that become spirits and whatnot, they don't know it. Their life goes on. It's just a perpetual somberness that they experience as a result of the Twilight, and I don't know if that's the scariest. It's almost like a limbo that you don't know that you're in, and if you don't know it, then it can't necessarily be scary to exist in it. Can't believe they made Shadows of the Empire a movie. I don't want them to at this point. Graphics don't. The story and combat, flying and running is where, yeah, the flying holds up very well. I mean, that fucking first level when you're in the snow speeder, 100%. That being said, the movement, the character movement controls are rough. Jumping is like when you gotta do the platforming segments, those don't really hold up. So yeah, it's a very mixed bag. I mean, I still fucking love the game, but the control scheme of the platforming is very hit or miss. You should play South of Midnight. Game journalists gave it high ratings. I'm good. I wanted to appreciate the world of South of Midnight because it looked very original and whatnot. But yeah, no, I'm good. We're gonna be playing Star Wars Bounty Hunter for the gaming section, and then we will probably go to maybe Fallout 3, depending on how much you guys are enjoying Bounty Hunter.
The true forms.
I want to do
of these
something Star Wars
lost
related for May the
revealing
4th.
that they are terrified. In the sewers of Hyrule Castle, the spirits of soldiers tremble with fear, pleading that someone save them from that which hunts them, because the spirits of mortals aren't the only things living
So many
in the
old games.
twilight.
Just wish you could update the
The
controls
shadow
sometimes. Yeah, I
beasts
agree.
lurk in the darkness. Impossible, alien creatures which appear as if from nowhere, whose unnatural strength can overpower even the finest soldiers in Hyrule's military. These dark beings are responsible for Hyrule's fate, and are the main threat to the spirits trapped in the Twilight. But to understand the Shadow Beasts, we first need to understand what Twilight itself actually is, and what has
Phone with Clay says, love the toys, the book, they made a soundtrack, it was a banger. Yeah, the book is great. I like the game far more than the book, because the game obviously gives us... Dash Rendar is my favorite EU character. And so the game focuses on him. Dash doesn't play quite as big a role in the book, therefore I prefer the game adaptation.
happened to Hyrule.
Hey, what up, Jake? Appreciate you, buddy.
Come here, girl.
Who are you? Oh, I'm dead.
We actually, Jake, we reacted to the video you put in the Discord earlier. The Sargon of Akkad video. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
The story of the Twilight begins long before the events of Twilight Princess, when a clan of powerful magic wielders conspired to take the omnipotent Triforce for themselves. These people, remembered only as the Interlopers, were so great a
Make sure you hit
threat
that like
that
button,
the
guys.
gods
Let's see if I can get a little
themselves
water.
intervened, commanding the 4 light spirits to banish them, sealing them forever in a land devoid of light, the Twilight Realm. Though they were gone from Hyrule, these people lived on in the darkness. Over countless generations, they adapted to the
I know we're supposed to pause and give commentary on the video, but so far he's just saying stuff I already know. Like, I appreciate you putting this in the Discord, Rabnad. Like, again, we're gonna react to it. This is gonna guide us into the gaming portion of the show, but also by the same token, there's nothing to really commentate on thus far because I know all this. So like, if he says it's the scariest place in Zelda, I get that people unfamiliar might need this introduction to what the Twilight is and whatnot, but I want to know why it's the scariest place in Zelda. I'll sit and wait it out. It's just very difficult to find commentary since this is all, none of this is new information for me.
their new environment. They developed a civilization and a culture, and were known as the Twilight. Despite their violent ancestors, the Twilight were mostly a peaceful people, the anger and hatred at their perceived oppression all but forgotten.
Well, not
until,
perceived,
in
but-
Hyrule, Ganondorf was to be executed.
Jake
Captured
the
by
Snake Martin in the
sages,
house.
the King of Thieves was impaled by a sacred sword, but he did not die. Granted divine
Bro,
strength by the
this scene
Triforce of Power.
in the game is so good. The way it plays out, the music, the choreography, like, this shit came out of nowhere when you got to this. Cause up to this point, you don't even know that Ganondorf's in the game. You think it's just Zant, and this was just crazy.
Ganondorf broke free.
Will I ever rank Twilight Princess temples? That's a good idea. That would probably be something I would do for like a rank stream, or video, which I don't do very often. I have done a video ranking all the Zelda games, but never all the temples in Twilight. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Of his restraints.
Catch
and
you later, Jim. Have a
killed
good rest of the day,
sage,
brother.
Intent on releasing his fury upon the kingdom that had wronged him. Left with no other choice, the remaining sages were forced to open the only door to the Twilight Realm and seal Ganondorf inside, along with the Twilight, whose ancestors had originally been imprisoned there. This proved to be a fatal mistake. A being like Ganondorf could not be contained. Immediately, he began working to free himself. He discovered Zant, an aspirant to the Twilight Throne who had been shunned by his own people for his ambitions of vengeance and his lust for power. Another aspirant named Midna was instead to be the ruler of the Twilight, a powerful sorceress in her
Best waifu in all of Zelda. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. Midna is top of the tier. Yo, Jake, you didn't need to, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 5 Words of Paradise giving memberships. Make sure y'all join the Discord. Who'd you hit? You got my boy I-Man. Nice. Alice in Blunderland. Just G. The Flatlander. And C3. Cranky Cat's Corner. Man, some good hits. Way to just bang, hit the mark there, Jake. Obviously, with it being a Discord stream as opposed to StreamYard, I can't play your usual clip, but you know that I truly appreciate you.
own right, but one with a fair temperament that befit a princess. Ganondorf saw this as an opportunity and knew that he could use it to his advantage. In return for his servitude, Ganondorf bestowed his own power upon Zant.
Look at all them
him
emojis,
to overthrow
CFH.
Midna and take control of the Twilight. Drunk on his newfound power, the usurper king set his sights on what he and his master both desired.
Excellent. Thank you
Revenge
so much,
against
Jake. I
Hyrule,
appreciate you.
Against those who lived in the light. Zant used his magic to change the denizens of the Twilight Realm. He cursed Midna, contorting her into an impish form, and transformed his own people into violent beasts under his control, foot soldiers for his war. With these monsters at his heel, Zant began the Twilight invasion. Shadow beasts materialized in the springs of 3 of the light spirits, Faron, Eldin, and Lanayru, and stole the light from them, causing the regions they protected to fall into twilight. Zant himself traveled to Hyrule Castle and offered Princess Zelda a choice: surrender or die.
Man, how people can say that Wind Waker is a better game than Twilight Princess is be like, I love Wind Waker, I do. And visually, like the cartoony art style, the cell shading does hold up better. But beyond that, Twilight is the legit true sequel to Ocarina and Majora's Mask. Just a masterclass in how to make a fucking Zelda game.
This is the fate that has befallen Hyrule at the start of Twilight Princess.
I used
When
to
he
date a
wakes
Shadow
up
Beast
after
named
being
Rhonda.
attacked by the Bulblins, the kingdom has already fallen into darkness. When he approaches the boundary of the Twilight on the edge of Faron Woods, he's attacked once again. A Shadow Beast's black arm reaches out and pulls him inside.
You don't
Had
really
Link
realize
been a
when playing
mere
the game how
mortal,
massive
he would
those
have
things
then
are.
met the same fate as all others who find themselves in the Twilight. He would have succumbed to the darkness and been reduced to a spirit. But Link is different. He possesses the Triforce of Courage, and its magic saves him. Instead, Link transforms into a blue-eyed wolf. This coincides with an ancient prophecy passed down by the Twilight that a hero would appear in the form of a divine beast, and so Midna, who was lurking nearby, chooses to follow Link, and the pair decide to venture through the Twilight regions together. Throughout the game, Link and Midna explore the shrouded provinces of Faron, Eldin, and Lanayru. The wounded husks of the light spirits each give Link a vessel of light, with which he can collect tears of light, the light stolen.
Man, look, I'm really sorry, Rabnet. Again, this is a good video, but it's called The Scariest Place in Zelda. We are halfway through, and he's not broken down why. It kind of is bothering me. They took us so much on my childhood playing Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. Agreed. Shadow Beasts are some of the most eldritch things in Zelda. They have no faces. It's even scarier when you find out they used to be the residents of the Twilight Realm. Yeah, again, peak design. The backstory is fantastic. The game doesn't really linger on it, so you have to dissect it and think for yourself, which is what Zelda is so great at. Good luck with the Switch 2, Leon. At least you have a PC, Steam Deck to fall back on. I didn't pre-order a Switch 2. I don't think I'll get a Switch 2 day one. There's, at least as it currently stands, there's not enough in the lineup game-wise that does interest me. Mario Kart World a little bit, but that's the only one. I need Metroid. When Metroid Prime 4 releases, that might be the kick in the ass I need, but even that is, I need a little bit more.
From the spirits when the Shadow Beasts attacked. However, the tears are now found within shadow insects, giant, scuttling,
Yeah, the
beetle-like
scream is so
creatures that
good.
cling to walls or burrow beneath the ground and are invisible to the naked eye, so can be seen only by using Link's wolf senses. Link needs to explore the sections of the world shrouded in darkness, hunt the insects, and restore
I don't think
the
they're
light.
invisible to the naked eye, though. Like, they're invisible to Link because Link is not a Twilight spirit. But the spirits, the humans that become spirits can still see them. We'll get you a new bird, Pegleg to match me, matey. Arr! Eventually, it'll probably be a few months, but eventually I will probably try and hatch another bird. Sitting here waiting for the breakdown of which is the scariest place and why, and why. Not that I'm complaining, the vid's good. Yeah, LMA, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, he said at the beginning of the video the scariest place was Twilight itself, but so far he hasn't really made a good case for why. Hey, I was just watching this anime earlier, High School DxD. I just finished season 1 today. It's been good.
In my mind, the Twilight is one of the most
Okay,
unsettling
finally we're getting to the breakdown,
locations
the
in
explanation.
any Zelda game. It's not as overtly scary as, say, the Shadow Temple, an underground torture chamber, but the horror here is something deeper, something more unnerving. In the Twilight, there's an unshakable feeling that something's not quite right, like Link is an intruder in a place he should not be in. There's a liminal quality to Hyrule under Twilight.
He is 100% correct about that. It is a subject that I love so fucking much. I mean, again, I'm working on a video about liminality. It's going to be very different than what I normally do. It's going to, it's, you know, not, you know, it's not culture war peace or anything like that. Like, it's just going to be what's the way? An analytical, almost video essay style video. That won't be as long as most video essays. On the concept of liminality and why it's got this sort of melancholy monotony to it. And, yeah, the Twilight Realm is that in essence.
A strange, uneasy sadness that you can't escape from. The visual and audio design of Twilight reinforces this sense of wrongness. The square black particles lingering in the air and the blocky design of the portals give this realm a strangely digital feel, and the music and sound effects reflect this. Everything about it feels out of place, like the game itself is glitching, like these are invaders from outside of reality, beings beyond understanding. This feeling is further accentuated by the fact that the spirits found within the Twilight can't see Link. The player gets an intimate view into these characters' feelings.
Well, see, and that's why I don't think the Twilight is the scariest, because if you are within the Twilight, it's, again, you're inherently sad. Like, it's an oppressive, the Twilight itself has an oppressive effect on the humans, but they don't know they're in Twilight, so you just think that you're sad or scared, and like, maybe existing in that as in a permanent state would suck. It would be awful to be permanently sad, permanently scared. But if you don't know it's something you can escape, and there's never any hope to escape, and there's nothing to strive for, I imagine it's something that you would get used to.
And can experience their terror firsthand, but can't interact with them, can't reassure them. It feels like a dream in which nobody can see you.
Hey,
a strange
nice, yep, Ace.
mirror
Cool to
world
see that,
where
bud.
Link is present, but powerless, able to witness everything.
They can't
but
see the monsters, though.
unable
That's
to
true. They
change
can't
it.
see the monsters.
The spirits of these people cower in their house.
I don't think the moon from Majora's Mask is, I mean, it might be creepier from a visual standpoint in terms of like, oh man, look up at the moon. It's got this terrifying fucked up face. But the idea of an oppressive incorporeal force that just blankets the land that you live in, I think as a concept is definitely scarier.
Houses. Koro
Yes,
stands
very
on a
similar to the
pile
Deadlights
of
in Jake Martin.
boxes, terrified of the giant insects that have invaded his home. Renato, Barnes, and the Ordon children take refuge in Kakariko Village, hiding from the monsters outside. It's in this scene that we learn a horrifying detail about the Twilight. Barnes, in his panic, remembers how the lady from the general store was attacked by a single shadow beast, and a whole group from the town went to rescue her. When the townsfolk arrived, however, they didn't find the woman, but instead 2 shadow beasts waiting for them. This implies that the shadow beasts are not only transformed Twilight, but humans too. When they attack, they will turn your friends and family against you, twisting them into more of the warped black monsters.
All right, from that perspective, that's true. You know, imagine these monsters, they come out of nowhere, and yeah, it's almost like a zombie apocalypse at that point. Majora's Mask's Dread, Twilight Princess Sorrow. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, UF Omega.
Russell. As the woods around them are steeped in the glowing embers of twilight,
that makes sense,
Russell
Boosh.
asks Link if he ever feels a strange sadness as dusk falls. They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs, the only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight.
Yeah, this little opening scene in this game always stuck with me because it seems like it parallels the real world so well. Like, I don't know if it's just some sort of esoteric mumbo jumbo, but I do think that's a thing. As the sun sets, as you start to fade into the nighttime and whatnot, is when you do feel like more negative emotion and stuff like that. Now, it could simply be because you're getting less vitamin D, therefore you're not as happy. But I like to think that there's something more to it than just that.
Hyruleans believe that there is a spirit world, an afterlife that is closest to their own as the sun sets. This calls into question the nature of Twilight, whether it is the truth behind this myth, a kind of Yomi or world of the dead.
Remember that particular
Midna
brand pain you get
questions
soon,
this
Jake Martin
assertion,
might even
however.
feel worth it
In the
with you too.
Japanese version of the game, she claims that Hyruleans act like it's the other world or something. However, that is not so. In truth, it is a beautiful place, calm like the hour of twilight in this world.
Thinking about grad school? UMGC
I'm not
is
thinking about
waiving
grad
their
school.
application
Quit
fee
interrupting my
through May
goddamn
30th.
videos, woman.
Low cost tuition.
Near the end of the game,
My mom had ESP. Because of that, I tend to be more spiritually minded. I do believe in stuff like that, but by the same token, I don't know. I think that's something that most humans probably lost as technology progressed. But maybe some folks are still more attuned to it than others. Not entirely sure.
Link and Midna visit the Twilight Realm itself. This is different to the areas of Hyrule in which the Twilight has bled. This is the dimension to which the Interlopers and Ganondorf were banished, the home of the Twilight. If Hyrule is a land bathed in light, then this place is what exists in its shadow. Not a dark world like Ganon's twisted evil realm, but a somber place devoid of light. It's in the Palace of Twilight found in this world that the difference between Hyrule shrouded in twilight and the Twilight Realm itself becomes clear. Unlike when he enters Twilight in Hyrule, Link isn't forced into his wolf form when he enters the Twilight Realm itself, so we can assume that mortals wouldn't be reduced to spirits here either.
I guess I've never thought about that. Yeah, you know that's interesting. Like, I just assumed by the time Link came here, he's he's got the Master Sword, he's got the obviously the Triforce of Courage. He's able to turn in and out of a wolf-like form at will. But yeah, this isn't really the because this is the natural state of their world. Maybe other humans could come here. I don't know. I've never considered that. That's interesting. I'll give it that. That's probably been the most interesting in the video so far, Rabnad.
That is, unless Link comes into contact with dark fog found inside the palace. If this touches him, he'll transform into Wolf Link, and can't return to his Hylian form until it's no longer in contact with him. Midna explains that this fog is made up of shadow crystals created by Zant, which blot out light, exactly the same as the
when she got close to death, she told me things I honestly don't feel like hearing. My dad told me she was close to that site at the time. It was Mother's Day, best of my life. Jesus Christ.
Shadow crystal he created earlier on in the story, which he used to lock Link into his wolf form permanently. This is a dark magic that only the Master Sword itself could break. And Midna explains that this is what stole the light from the light spirits and cast Hyrule into Twilight.
I definitely need to do a
Zant,
Twilight Princess
however,
replay.
holds very little power.
I
of his
forgot a
own.
lot of these
everything
details.
he has, everything he is, was
Loomis Naman says, I do call this era of the game came out the era of Twilight or the era of Shadow, mostly because some of the games that were coming out at the time. I didn't know that. You call it. Okay, I thought you were saying it was like a concerted thing among gamers to call it that. Oh, that's a good name. I like that.
Granted to him by his master, Ganondorf. The Dark Fog, the Shadow Crystals, and, by extension, the Veil of Twilight itself is Ganondorf's own dark magic. So, when Hyrule is cloaked in Twilight, it isn't just this shadowy dimension bleeding into the light world. It's Ganondorf's dark powers made manifest, poisoning the kingdom who shunned him. The eerie, silent towns and forests Link explores aren't the somber, peaceful
Hey, how you doing,
Twilight.
Kyle? Appreciate you. How's things? Just drop by, say hi. I'm hanging a Toasty stream. It is Zelda. We're doing a reaction video stream, and Rabnad recommended a video called The Scariest Place in Zelda. This will be the last thing we watch before we switch over to playing Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Twilight Princess having Midna in it gives it a point. Yeah, I fucking agree, Dax. 100% agree with you.
They're a violent, nightmarish echo of it, twisted by the evil magic of the Dark Lord. In a way, Russell's myth is proven correct. This is the Otherworld, a purgatory filled with sadness and regret. Ganon's Dark World, a land of spirits and death. Though they do not know it, Hyrule's citizens have been sent to hell itself, terrified and alone. All the while, Princess Zelda remains trapped in her tower. Like Link in the Twilight, she can sense her people's suffering, but is unable to help. Painfully aware that all the people know now is fear. Fear of a nameless evil.
Alright, is there much more?
Thanks for watching this video.
Nope, okay. Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Again, I don't know that I agree that it's the scariest place in Zelda. I think he built up a bit too much to get to that. This definitely don't see a reason this could have been 15 minutes aside from appeasing the YouTube algorithm, but what can I say? We're all guilty of that. I'm going to grab a bottle of water, then we're going to start the gaming portion of the session. Bear with me for just one moment here. I will be right back with you guys. Alrighty, I am back. Gotta get my controller. Alright, I've not tested it. I got this game just for this stream. I mean, it's the 4th of July. What the fuck is a purgatory? Oh, and to Everus, thanks for the membership. Just saw I had one on my... Hey, nice. I'm not sure who got you a membership, but that's awesome. Alright, let's pull up Steam. Just open up Steam. There we go. Library. Excuse me. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Alright. This will be the first time playing. Okay. Well, not my first time ever, but first time. Oh, you mean unlike Fallout, this will just automatically conform properly to my fucking full screen mode? Thank God. Yes, may the 4th be with you as well, Kalpara. This is how we're going to celebrate the 4th. We're going to switch to the gameplay portion. We're going to play us some Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I have not played this since the PS2, man. I fucking loved this game. Back when LucasArts was in control. Yeah, luring people in, 100%. Hey, nobody in the viewers joined. Nobody raid. Thank you so much, nobody. How you doing, brother? Good timing. We literally just started. well, just started this. We did the 2 hours of reactions. All right, let's check the options, controls, audio. How is the audio, everybody? All right, graphics. I don't want motion. I hate motion blur. All right, let's do. Should the bloom be extreme? I don't know what bump mapping is. I'm gonna be real. Display, we're good. Just turn the music down a little bit. Just so you guys can. All right, perfect. Again, thank you so much for the raid, homie. Sounding pretty good on your end. Let's turn the music up one more notch. All right, let's play it. Hey, how you doing, Prod Pal? Truly appreciate you, girlie. Are you okay? You feeling any better now? I don't know what it was, but I'm sorry to hear that. All right, guys. May the 4th be with you. Let's do some Star Wars gaming. The Galactic Republic is in peril. In the aftermath of the Battle of Naboo, disorder and corruption run rampant throughout the galaxy. Alright, mate, I'll jump back in later. I have to go do ranch duties. Well, man, that obviously comes as more important. I hope you're having fun, dude. Do what you gotta do. I truly appreciate it. Seizing upon this chaos is a mysterious and deadly cult known as the Bando Gora, whose vicious attacks have nearly crippled the galaxy's most powerful industries. Yes, the Bando Gora, they come up in the Darth Maul book, Maul Lockdown, which takes place right before the Phantom Menace. Darth Sidious, recognizing this development as a threat to his own sinister plan, has summoned his new apprentice to discuss the matter. Just got done with that 6-hour stream. Might need a little break. Fair enough, I understand. I'll be going about 4 hours myself. So, well, I'll be on 4 hours. Then we'll be raiding into Niat, who will be raiding into Gooch, who will be raiding into Moxie. So I understand. Oh, I know they did a Switch release of this game. This does not mean Megaton is up. Oh no, it does not mean Megaton's up the hook. And I will be getting back to Fallout. Absolutely. I just didn't plan on this stream falling on the May the 4th. I totally forgot. So I was like, all right, we gotta do some Star Wars gaming. We might even do some Fallout today. I'm not sure, but we definitely gotta do some Star Wars. It's May the 4th. I mean, come on. Through a glass and darkly, I watched my smartphone nestled in my crotch as Jerry Seal's new poem dropped. A raid did follow. My reaction stopped. Time for games!
Master?
Lord Tyrannus, an urgent matter has arisen that must interrupt your training. The Bando Gora has become a dangerous parasite. It must be eradicated. I believe you once had the opportunity to eliminate its leader. Why did you not take it?
As an experiment?
The experiment has failed. This deranged former Jedi has no place in my vision for the future.
I wish you say his point first and then break it down. Yeah, I agree. If you're referring to the Zeltic video we watched, yeah, I agree, because a lot of that was just history from the game, which is great and all, but I knew all of it. I'm a big Zelda fan.
Both of these tasks with a single stroke, Master.
Yes, yes. I look forward to completing your training, my friend.
I was thinking the same thing, CFH. God, pre-Disney Star Wars is so good. Like, the voice acting in this, the game, the story. Oh, hey, that was an Outrider class ship. That was an Outrider class ship that we just saw.
This is turning out to be. Outland Station hasn't seen a brutal beast fight like this in a long time. The fearsome Morag has proven to be a formidable challenge. Its owner must be real, whoever he is.
Hey, how you doing, Akuma Productions Group? Thanks for showing up, brother. We about to do some Star Wars gaming.
Where are you? A champion is in trouble. Ow! What a blow! And another.
Man, that's one thing I love about this game is collecting the bounties of, like, the individuals. He didn't give a fuck. He just murdered both them motherfuckers. Jango is such a... For those of you who don't know, Jango Fett is my favorite Star Wars character.
What's this?
This game is probably a lot to do with growing up playing this game.
Dead or alive, Miko? He's holding a remote! That's cheating! What an eye!
You want me?
Bro, the balls in this game to open with such a fucking boss fight. Okay, I gotta remember how to play. I've not played this game in years.
But we've got a new challenger. Let's give the bounty hunter a hand.
Watching this on cinema screen in the lounge, fucking awesome. How to play. Oh, dude. All right, that's how you. All right. How do you lock on? Right trigger's how you lock on. Okay.
Blast that thing, Jango!
Okay, so trigger shoots. Just hold it. Alright, so that's how you lock on. Cool. Oh, right. Okay, this is stunning for a bit. Man, so many fun. I don't think I've ever seen this game. Oh, Jake, you've never seen this game? This is one of the best Star Wars games of all time. Oh, shit. Alright, well, the collision here is a little bit different than I remember, but... This game, I also remember being stupid hard. What's that? Are you watching this stream on your cinema screen? Is that what you were saying, CFH90? Because that's fucking wild, bro. Alright. What the fuck? Get up. There we go. Alright, so he's dead. Cool, like the original PS2. You can just run through the dead body. Excellent. If I remember right, there's something through here. Yeah, okay, so there's some health through here for one. Is there anything else? A lot of this is going to be me playing off memory. This game is, for anyone that's never played it, it's like $10 right now on Steam. 100% worth it. Okay, this button is not the same as it used to be. YouTube app on the big screen. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's where I watch most YouTube on my TV. Like, that's, my TV is basically a fancy YouTube machine. Alright, so X to use control panels. I very rarely watch streaming services or anything like that. One Star Wars game I remember really liking as a kid was Battlefront Elite Squadron. What the fuck? Took a lot of fall damage there just now, god damn it. Alright, yeah, that door doesn't open. This one does. Hey, Niat, we'll be raiding into him after this. You didn't need to do that, brother. Thank you. May the 4th be with you, brother. May the 4th be with you. Alright, get in here. Okay, this is how you crouch. Truly appreciate that, Niat. You did not have to, my man. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's how you roll. Alright, might go through there in a bit. Okay, yeah, that's a dead end. Pretty much I'm the same. I just use it for YouTube and PS5. Like, I've got streaming services and stuff. I just, unless I'm watching anime or something for like a review on Niat's channel or something, did not mean to hit that button. Yeah, I just don't usually use it. Alright. Jump. Alright, that's how you do that. Yes, again, thank you so much, Niat. Truly didn't mean to. My mom gave it to gave me access. I have Prime through account. Yeah, I've got Prime through my phone plan, and I use it, but not super often.
Jango, some of Miko's thugs have decent prices on their heads, too. I'll transmit the info to your ID scanner.
Alright, so this is teaching you how to find bounties. So this dude's got a bounty. He's wanted alive for 1,000 credits or dead for 500. Obviously, we want to take... how do we mark him? Alright, that's how you mark. And then you can... Alright, got him. Got a bounty. Nice. Target acquired. Mark the first bounty. This is the way. They named that. This is the way. Come on now. That's a Mandalorian thing. This predates the Mandalorian by so many years. Whatever. I'm just glad it has trophies. I'm just glad it has achievements. I'm an achievement hunter. Fucking feelings. Felt the disturbance of the force. Thought I'd join you. May the 3rd be with you. Is it still the 3rd where you are? Or did you just mistype and meant to put 4th? Watched a bunch of movies on YouTube while in the hospital. Stargate, Tropic Thunder. Bad idea. It hurt to laugh. That is a bad idea. 4th. Damn my fat thumbs. Oh, did I miss a Piranha Plant piece of poetry? I'm sorry. The YouTube chat screen is so small on my streaming side. Feel free to copy and paste that so I can see it again, Piranha Plant, because I did miss it. I'm sorry. Woo! Shit. Nope, I want... Alright, nope. I'm just gonna... Ah, damn it. Wrong button. I gotta get used to how this game plays on this game. Alright, so he's dead. Nope, no bounty on that droid. No bounty on any of these guys, so we're just going to murder fuck all them. What? Auto lock after the first guy dies? Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah, sorry that Mr. Pone Piranha. Said something about go fuck yourself, Leon. I don't know, I didn't read it. Sometimes it's best to move on. Certain someone somehow strong. And then get some health. I don't know if I want to go that way yet. That might be the only direction to go, actually, so never mind. Oh, only if you're sure, woman. I don't know what you're referring to, but thank you so much, Cinnaber's Fish. BBL? What? Isn't that like Big Booty Latino? Brazilian
You're
butt
near
lift?
the pit fighters training area. Brush up on your technique if you like. Not that you need to.
Alright, what do these do? I don't remember. I don't remember what those things do. Also, even droids can have bounties on them, so... Do you have a bounty? You do not have a bounty. What about this guy? Nope, no bounty. Let's go ahead and... BAM! Blew that bitch sky fucking high! Looking for a downgrade on your Huckleberry. If I recall, you... Yeah, there we go. Do any of these Gamorrean guards have... So no bounty on either of you, right? Oh, shit. Come on, how do we... No bounties on any of you guys. Damn it! The controls in this are not like they were on the PS2, which makes it a bit different. There we go. Woo! That was close. Yeah, that's right. Die, buddy. Oh, you call me a scruffy looking nerf herder? Fuck it. 9 games. Yeah, there's all the Aspire collection for Star Wars is on sale right now. FWC. Who's FWC?
We don't want your scum around here.
Whoa! Hi there, buddy. Let's check and see if...
Take your best shot.
Nope, no bounty, so just die. Republic Commando. Yeah, dude, Episode 1 Racer. I grew up on that game. Piranha Plant's fucking awesome, and she gifted me the Force Unleashed earlier today, which she absolutely did not need to fucking do, but awful goddamn nice of her to do so. I already got full health, so I can't do anything with that. Woo! Alright. No bounty on him. If I remember right. Alright. No bounties on any of these guys? Really? Well, shit. If there's no bounties on any of these guys, I'm just gonna go ham. Oh, shit. There's more dudes. Alright, no bounty on you. Woo! We'd be really annoyed if there was bounties on some of these dudes and I wasn't able to see it because they were hiding. Dude, the lock-on this game is not very good, though. Oh, nope, I don't want to log on to any of you guys. Oh, yeah, Damon Carroll, you're telling me it's on sale, it's May the 4th. We absolutely gotta do this. Alright, let's go back where I was before. You do crash on me, I have a sinus headache. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully, my screaming and yelling like a madman does not, Ooh, what's up here? Some health. And that's it. Wow. These people left the stands pretty fucking quick after I murdered their, champion. Alright, what else we got here? Sales until the 7th. That's cool to know. I rented The Force Unleashed for Wii several years ago. It was one of the first games I rented in my now defunct Family Video. That's funny. I also, would frequently go to Family Video. I fucking love Family Video. I also had The Force Unleashed on Wii. We didn't rent it. We owned it. But, woo, shit. Alright. You guys got you tied up. Let's see if... no bounty. We're just gonna go ahead and... You're dead. You're dead. Oh, look at that. That was so gnarly. You could have done that anyway. Could have shot him, but nah. Had to do the fucking neck chop. Oh, shit. A lot of dudes. Let's go this way. Shit, a lot more dudes. Mistakes were made. Alright, well... I need to get to an area where... Come on, I need to... Do any of you guys have bounties? Any at all? Alright, I'm gonna pause this for a moment and catch up on chat. I'll check out what I don't have. Picked up a bundle years ago. It was new to Abandoned Family Video. I got to go eat after visiting my grandma. Sorry, Stalker. I like when we have the same games. Leon, I'll just turn you down or mute you completely. You know what? That works as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to be pausing it to catch up on chat during some of the more insane parts of this game. Okay, so there's 5 secondary bounties. Okay, so there's optional hunt secondary bounties, 1 of 5. You also rented The Force Unleashed for Wii Prime Pound. Interesting. This game stars Bounty Hunter. I fucking loved as a kid on the GameCube and will always be canon. Yeah, I agree. I treat this game as if it's canon. I 100% treat this game as if it's canon. Like everything else here is why I imagine happened. Oh, hold on. You're a bounty. How do we mark you again? Okay, bounty mark. You're wanted alive. Oh, you also have a bounty. You're wanted alive. Woo! Alright, well, there's 2 bounties. Ah, shit. Are any of you are the bounties on any of you guys? Nope, so I'm just gonna kill you. Damn it! My health is getting awful low. Any of you guys drop health just now? No, but alright, so I've gotta... No, jump, go. Woo! That was close. God damn it! The controls have not aged well. There we go. We can just do this instead. Okay. I'm almost dead here. My health is not looking good. You should be playing Star Wars Fortnite with me. I do not play Fortnite, Kabuto. Do you actually play Fortnite, Spence? I never would have guessed. Alright. Claimed 1,000 credits. Claimed 1,000 credits. Okay, let's see if we can find some health. That was a lot, and I am dying. Never touched it. Health up top. I'm pretty sure I already got that health, though. Did I not? Oh, maybe I was... Okay, well, there's some health right here, so that works, too. Okay, full health. We're good. Again, this is the first level. Do you see how high stress this is out the gate for the first fucking level? Is there anything in this room here? Nope, nothing here. All right. Now let's go back up top, because up top's where we need to actually go to progress. I haven't played as Fortnite since before they added, what's BR? Battle Royale? Can I? That's what I thought. Woo. Oh, come on now. That's gay. There it is. Look at them platforming strats, son. Star Wars update is great. I love it. Was playing with friends last night. Yeah, I've just never gotten into Fortnite. Like, I don't have anything against it. In fact, I think Fortnite kind of cracked the code into how to do. Oh, these motherfuckers. I don't think there can be bounties on dogs. All right, so I'm not even gonna risk it. These things can murder you like bad. So we're just gonna poison dart. Wait, did I miss it? There it is. All right, dead. Yeah, got an achievement for that. Fuck yeah. Okay, those things will murder fuck you if you are not careful. Like, some of the deadliest enemies in the fucking game did not want to even deal with them. So yeah, poison darts. Oh, come on now. Might have to get closer to this thing. Oh well. Okay, good. No fall damage there. Star Wars update's great. Oh, you said that. Sure, like dogs in Elden Ring. I've not played Elden Ring, so I don't know, but sure. I'll take your word for it, absolutely. There we go. Wasn't interested for the longest time. Started playing recently with friends, and they've done a great job with the game. Yeah, Cass, I know, loves playing it. I'm not huge into shooting games in general. Now, I don't know if there's, like, actual shooting strategy to it, but... Like, there's not, you know, my type of game. Woo! Shit. Alright, I recall there being a bounty here, but I could be misremembering. Alright, let's see. Yep, nope, I remember properly. Alright, so he is one alive. Let's try and take him out, and then... If I recall, this is where we get the machine gun as well. Garrett currently on mobile, so no tags. Alright, gotta... No, god damn it. As long as I don't kill that dude, I should be fine. I should not have gotten that health yet. I should have waited. Alright, where are you at, guys? Nope. Alright, as long as I'm not shooting the bounty. No, yeah, Dingo, don't shoot the bounty. I can get to check and no, hold on. Okay, I think enough time has passed. I can. All right, claim that bounty. Also got the machine gun. All right, how we doing? Let's look at the chat. Hey, Rick Costa, how you doing, brother? Wish mobile would include. Dude, I also wish like you can tag on mobile. The names don't pop up, but if you type @ and then type their username exactly correct, it will still tag them. But yeah, it's not ideal. Woo! Alright, no bounty. No bounty. Is there anybody else? Did we get everyone? Alright, we got everyone. Let's reset up all the targets. Let's shoot Ewoks. Tusken Raiders. There's another Ewok in the back there. Another Tusken Raider in the back. I don't know if you'll get an achievement for this or not, but I want to test it. Absolutely shoot a fucking Gungan. There we go. And then some Jawas. You in the back? Come here. Come on now. Damn it. Oh my god, come on. The sensitivity. I wonder if I can turn down the sensitivity on this. Alright. Options. Gameplay. No. That's audio. Controls, maybe? Oh! Camera sensitivity. Let's turn that down. That seems better. Although the camera does not turn near as fast, but that's fine. That's fine. There we go. Alright, what are you guys saying? That's what I do. Long, complicated names are pain in the ass. Yeah, I completely agree. Do most of you guys watch on mobile, or do you watch on like your TVs or computers or whatever? Like, you can bet your ass 9 times out of 10 I'm watching on my TV or here at my PC. Well, I won't be able to hear you now if I want to. My earbuds just went dead. I read that, and you probably didn't hear me read that, LMA. Alright, what's we got here? It's Fish Around, because I'm downloading Exodus 33. Senator's Fish has not made an appearance yet, to my knowledge. Oh, shit! These dudes are here. Alright. Let's go ahead and just drop that. Oh, there's a lot of y'all motherfuckers.
These Tackle's quarters. Please don't fry him. He's a good guy despite the way he smells.
God damn it, there's so many of you, but I need to check for bounties. Run! I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Jumping and dodging. Hopefully one of you guys. No health whatsoever. No health back here. Guys, I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Woo! Woo! Alright. We lived. Oh, he dropped health. Alright. Alright. This guy's running scared. Do you have a bounty on you by chance? Nope, no bounty. So, nice. Oh, sweet. Cantina Brawl. Kill an enemy with your fists. Speaking of which, time to have a shower and go to town and make some money. You fucking got it, CFH. Thanks for showing up when you did, brother man. Truly appreciate you. Sounds like a perfect Sunday afternoon. How many bounties have I got? 4 out of 5? Alright, there's only one bounty left. Okay, let's see. Where do I go from here? No. I think that's where I came from, was up here. That was where I came from. Where do I go from here? I don't remember. Hey. Dude, speaking of catching the Vital Isles later, Billy Idol retweeted me. I fanboyed so fucking hard.
Hang on, it's almost feeding time.
You have a bounty? Nope, no bounty. I'll let you live. You can kill the innocents in this game, but I don't. Alright, things that belong in the archives. Find your first secret. I'm not gonna shoot you. I just wanted your shit. Alright, this is how you roll and stuff. I forgot.
Freeze, so sure.
Damn it, I missed one of the bounties. There was a bounty there somewhere, and I missed it. Fuck. God damn it. No. Jango Fett is not a villain. He's a bounty hunter. He's a mercenary. He is a bold assassin. Alright, so I'm on chapter 2 now.
Where's Miko?
You're a bounty hunter, right? For a little money.
Did you get that one at the beginning? I did get the one at the beginning, yes.
Take me and maybe I won't blast you.
Okay, take it easy. I'll do it, but they'll kill me if they see me bringing you along. Maybe if you follow behind, keep your distance.
Move along.
I don't think there's a bounty on this guy. Yeah, no.
Want me to take you to Miko, then keep up?
What do you mean keep up? You told me to lag behind, you son of a bitch. Alright, is there a bounty on this droid? No. I think there's a bounty on one. There we go. There's a bounty on this protocol droid, though. Well, too bad. If you didn't want to be deactivated, you shouldn't have gotten in trouble with the law, buddy. Nope, no bounty on you. How many bounties are in this level? There's 10 bounties in this level? Okay. 10 bounties, let's do it. I'm glad Billy Senpai noticed you. He absolutely did. Jerry D. Sills. Now here on the battlefield I shall fight, a great hunter stalking day and night. My skills, armor, and, well, the YouTube chat moved up. I can see the end. Bounty, endless war, see my prey, sweat, I'm Jango Fett. But the part of that I got to see was great. Alright. That's everyone there.
Want me to take you to Miko, then keep up?
Yes, move. You told me to... God damn this guy. He is retarded. You told me to keep a distance. Yeah, there you go. Keep moving. Keep it fucking moving. My God.
Triple paid and I want to kill that bounty hunter.
Now y'all can kill me. It takes a fucking Jedi to kill me. Alright, no bounty, no bounty. Any of you guys have bounties? No bounty. And last but not least, no bounty. No bounty. Alright. It is killing time then. Woo! Shit, there's more dudes. I can just murder fuck all y'all without the fear of losing any bounties. Oh, what's going on up here? No bounty. Alright. Well, I barely took any damage at all. Let's see if I can... Damn it, I was trying to get the little health and I got the big... God damn it! Where are y'all coming from? No bounties, you're gonna die. There we go. Is there anything in here? Just some health. Well done, Jerry. Yes, what I got to read was well done. I did appreciate that. Thank you. They really don't make Star Wars games like this nowadays, do they? Remember that Boba Fett game we were going to get? 1313, I believe. No bounty. No bounty. Well, guess what? You guys are dead. You know what? Maybe I should go back for some of that health real quick. Alright. I love how they die in this game. They have... Wait. I love the way they die in this game. They have in this game. I'm not sure what you mean by that second part, but yeah. The death animations in this game are fantastic. I completely agree. Alright. Health back. Okay, there's just health in here if I need to come back. That's good to know. Hey, what up, Philip Morgan? How you doing, brother? Truly appreciate you stopping by. Alright. There's more dudes. I assume. There's also health back here. That's good to know. Oh, hello. Tell me you a bounty. Nope, no bounty. And you're an unarmed civilian, so I won't kill you. Alright, that door doesn't open. No bounty on you. What I will do, just because it's fun, insta kill, chop to the back of the neck. You'll love to fucking see it. That's one of my favorite ways to kill motherfuckers in this game. He didn't even get to read it. It's a travesty, bro. Wait, what did I not get to read? Are you guys not talking? Maybe not speaking about me. I'm not sure. Wait, where do we go from here? Right? I'm in the right spot, right? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, there's a fucking switch right here. Okay. Jesus Christ, already? It says there's 10 bounties in this level. How have I not found a single one? Excuse me. There's... Some of you guys have got to have bounties on. I guess I have found one. Oh my god, so many dudes. Alright, let's... Oh, hold on. Someone had a bounty. This dude has a bounty. Okay. Oh, killed a non-enemy? Well, I hope he was worth more dead than alive. They really called that Party Foul. That was the name of the bounty, was Party Foul. Damn it. Nope, no bounty on you. What about you guys up there? Okay, I'm just gonna start indiscriminately murdering now. I'll get to the chat in just a sec, guys. I have to indiscriminately murder fucking Tordarians and shit. Not Tordarians, what are those guys called? Not Transdoshan. What is... Ah, damn it. Where are you coming from? Hey, stand still. Is there a bounty on you? No bounty. No bounty. Damn it! Are there more dudes with guns? Where do you keep coming from? There we go. Oh good, and you gave health. Now let's check on chat. Rhodians, Rhodians are the ones that like Greedo and whatnot. It's the ones from planet Malastare, the three-eyed guys, but they're not called Malastarians. I don't remember what they're called. Typical Sunday for me, Leon? What, murdering indiscriminately? Absolutely. What is... Oh, this is health from off in the distance. Okay. If I remember I get the jetpack here in a second. Greedo species. On the topic, who shot first? Han didn't even shoot, let alone shoot first. Man, what are you running for? I don't even have my guns out or anything. Whoa! Why you gotta be shooting innocents, dude? No bounty on you? Alright. Nope. There you go. Kill a motherfucker for shooting at me. Serranos, how'd you end up liking Resident Evil 4? How far did you get, bud?
Please, don't kill me.
I'm not gonna fucking... I'm not a monster. Oh, hey, look. Alive, 1500. Yeah, I bet that dude that I should have gotten,
Please, I don't want to die.
There you go. Can't believe I accidentally killed that fucking Ugnaught bounty. Doug's, is that what they are? Okay, so yeah, from Malastare they're called Doug's. Oh, I thought Doug's were, from Sebulba's race. Yeah, Doug's is Sebulba's race. You were also killing Gamorreans. That's true, I was killing Gamorreans earlier, right. I was killing Gamorreans. Gran, thank you, yes. Gran, I didn't even know you were a Star Wars fan, bro. No bounty. No bounty. Well, guess what? You both get to die. Dude, it's wild how much, like, your fists fucking do damage. I don't think I can do anything with this. No. Okay. Leon's correct. So, yeah, Sabol was a Doug. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're native to Malastair. I think they're native to, Oh, god damn it. Damn it. Stop it. No bounty. No bounty. There's nobody else around. It's just these two. Alright. That was easy enough. God damn it. Being a completionist is such hard work. I doubt there's going to be another Ugnaught bounty, but let's see. Yep, nope. Are you a second Ugnaught? You are a second Ugnaught. No bounty. There was no bounty on either of you, right? Yeah, no bounty on either of you. Is there anyone back here? There is. No bounty, though. Alright. What about... I can't get up there, so I've got the jetpack. No bounty on either of you guys. Alright, killed him. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I checked the wiki. Doug was the one who's named to Malastair. Gran were from a different planet. Oh, really? Are you sure? See, I don't... Maybe that is correct, though. You go to Malastair later on in this game. So maybe that, and you are searching for a Doug. So yeah, maybe that's correct. Woo! Get out my face, son. No bounty. No bounty. Alright. Get the murder indiscriminately again. Thank God for aim assist in this game. I don't remember such Star Wars. I don't remember much Star Wars after KOTOR. Stress-induced mental block. Force Unleashed was good though. Fallen Order was decent. I like Fallen Order for what it is. Again, I'm not a fan of Disney stuff, but it's not inherently harmful. It's better than most other. Probably the best thing Disney's ever done. Reyes or something. This says, I don't really remember the local politics they talked about during the Zillow Beast Clone Wars episodes. That's what it says. I don't remember what time. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, the Zillow Beast. I totally forgot about that whole arc. Is it down here where I get the jetpack? Surely one of you must have a bounty. Really? Hey, look at that. Okay. One alive for 200. I'll need the jetpack to get him, though. Alright. Well, at least there's a bounty there. Alright. Oh, no. Did I kill a civilian? I didn't mean to. Sorry, Civvy. Damn. Is that another civilian? I don't know if I got you earlier. Did not. Okay. I think that's everyone. Except for this guy, who does not have a bounty, so... Oh no, shit. Sorry, dude. Okay, I could swear you get the jetpack around here. What am I not remembering? It wasn't that memorable, was it? Except when Vader tossed Bug Eyes. That's stuck in my mind. No, I was saying I forgot about the Zillow Beast in Clone Wars. I think that, the other game, yeah. Damn it! No bounty. No bounty. No bounty. Fallen Order is pretty memorable, yeah. bunch of you guys I missed earlier. No bounties on any of you, though. I didn't even remember the bounties in this being so sporadic and spread out. Ooh, what's this? I'll check you out in a sec. Fallen Order is a fun game indeed, though it had a lot of game cops together. I don't know what you mean by game cops. My phone's 5%, so I'll be my PC in a moment. Yay! Piranha on PC. It's PC fucking master race, baby. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing over here to get. Oh, the pork was dry. Sorry, brother. That does suck. Alright, nothing to be done back there. I did not play the sequel, though. Jedi Survivor. I didn't play that. It had a horribly glitched out, buggy launch.
500, no less.
So I didn't play it.
500 for a used delivery speeder? You're crazy. It's not worth more than $250.
It's in great shape. Runs like new. It's an SP3 for crying out loud. Think of how much you could haul with it.
All right, look, I can offer 300, but that's it.
350.
All right, 350. Hey, somebody stealing my speeder! I want my money back!
You bought it, pal. It's your problem now. Maybe
What a
you could
fucking
go after him with this
sleazeball.
jetpack. Well, I'll make you a deal.
I don't have any money left.
How about you? Interested in a jetpack? Barely a scratch on it. It'll look great with that battle armor. It's the same color, even.
I'll take that off your hands.
How much you offering?
Your life.
Hey, I just found the thing. Don't shoot me. Take it.
Here we go. That's right. Oh my god, the fucking trophy is called They Fly Now. I hate this game. I love this game. I hate these achievement names. All these achievement names are fucking Disney Star Wars. Why? There was literally no reason to just, aside from because this is classic Lucas era Star Wars. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate it. Marin is legitimately cute. Oh, well, I missed that. Modernize. Booge, I wanted to see what you were saying. Marin is legitimately cute. Unfortunately, they made her ugly in Survivor. Oh, yeah, I heard that. That's fucking gay. 'Cause, yeah, I thought Marin was I definitely thought Marin was cute. Alright, no bounties on those. Alright. Alright, so, okay, LB. Alright, cool. I'm pretty sure... Nope. Wow, this is not control like it used to back in the day. Alright, there we go. Alright, Survivor had better gameplay, but I enjoyed the first one better. What did they do to improve the gameplay, really? Because, I mean, it was a pretty tight game as is. Like the original was, that is. Alright. Oh, right, I've got the flamethrower now because I've got the jetpack. I can't tell which one of those is it. I didn't type it. I meant to type it as it's shit. Even though it's on sale, I can't bring myself to play it. Leon can play Survivor, though. I'm not probably going to be playing Survivor. At least not anytime soon. It's not really high priority for me. Nothing Disney Star Wars will be high priority for me. Okay, how many bounties is that so far? I've gotten 3 out of 10. There's got to be... What about you? Are you a bounty? You are! Excellent! And you're wanted 2,000 alive? Gotcha. Alright, so there's another bounty I saw earlier. Yeah, oh, woo! Dudes with guns! Oh, excellent. You want alive for 4,000. I'm going to have to do this very... Alright, let's pause this, read some chat real quick. Nothing I gift out I expect to be high priority for any of you. I try and play the games that people give to me rather quickly, just because I feel like it's a respect thing. You guys don't have to, and you do, and so Alright, got you. Nope, stop it. Alright. Woo, shit. Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. Did not mean to fall down here, so now I'm just gonna have to kill my way through waves and waves of enemies. Also, I saw the Doolies here. How you doing, Doolies? I appreciate you. Thanks for coming, guys. May the 4th be with you. Alright, can I get to a place of refuge so I can... Oh, shit. I'm almost dead. Alright, there's a little bit of health. Stop killing me! There's some health. There's some health. Alright. Okay, yeah, just the Doolies. There hasn't really been anything since then. What are y'all doing? Goddamn! Where are you coming from? Oh, well, I see it. Piranha sent me a gift. Thank you, Piranha Pal. You absolutely shouldn't have done that. I will check it after the stream. Thank you, girly. Okay. Where do I go from here? Where's... Here, very clearly. Any... Alright. No bounty. No bounty. Oh, I hope none of you guys are bounties, because at this point, I'm just going to have to do some killing. Oh, wait, I've not checked you. Neither of these guys are bounties. Oh, there's some health over there. I just need to be able to get it. Kill these dudes and... Strafe, bitch, strafe! Woo! Full health. Look at that. That was stressful. HMD in the house. Oh yeah, hold my DualShock. I enjoyed the beginning of Rush Hour last night. Sorry I had to miss the rest. Man, Rush Hour is so fucking good. Those movies hold up so well. Is this, Alright, so that's the checkpoint. Oh! But look at that dude stuck in the falling animation down there. Stop moving, bitch! Alright, let's see if this falling guy is a fucking bounty, because that would be funny. Oh, it's registering him as dead. He's just perma-falling. Will you stop? I want to check out the dude perma-falling. That is fucking fantastic. What are the odds of that? I love dumb little glitchy moments like that in games. Hey, Gamer Girl Zero. Oh, Piranha's alt. How you doing, girly? All right. More bounties to check. Alright, I'm gonna check you guys for bounties, and if not, I'm setting you on fire. No bounty for you. No bounty for you. Guess what? Fire. There we go, the 3rd degree. Use the flamethrower. I figured I'd get a trophy for that. There's been a trophy for every other first kill in this game. Okay. Oh my, even more of these motherfuckers. I've been falling for 30 minutes. Is that a Thor reference? Is that what that is? Oh, hold on. Someone, there we go. Want alive for 2,000. Let's go ahead and... Damn it. There we go. The adrenaline in this game is still very much there. Hold on, let's see this health. That guy fell down. You're probably not a bounty, but we gotta make sure. Check everyone for... Yep. There we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. You love to see it. Flame on. Absolutely. And no disintegrations. I think you can get... Can't you get, Yeah, you get grenades later in this game. You get thermal detonators in this game. Alright. Fly over to this, I think. Yeah. Think Leon of all people wouldn't use a flame. Oh, come on now. That was funny. Doctor Strange keeps Loki in an all-while chat. Yeah, Thor and Ragnarok. That's right. The games we so sun. Love the music. The games we so sun. I don't know what that means. Alright, got the checkpoint. Is there anything I'm missing? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Let's go. I bet I missed a bunch of bounties in this fucking level. I'm pretty sure we're close to the end. Yeah, I came through here. So I guess I need to get over there, most likely. No, because I came from over there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because neither of them had bounties. Where? Oh! I think I have to chase him back to the beginning of the level, if I recall. Okay. Means the game was so fun. LOL, I understand. The game was, oh, so fun. I'm retarded. Wee So Sun is that Vietnamese guy who married, Ped Zing. Hey, how you doing, Gooch? Appreciate you, brother. Can't wait to be on your show later. Bounty? Nope. No bounty. So you get to die.
Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna fucking hurt you. I don't hurt civilians. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say it. So do I go this way? I don't remember where I'm going, and that sucks. I'm gonna assume this is the correct way. Right? Or am I going backwards? Oh, look. More dudes. What a shot. Oh, no. I am going backwards. But going backwards is the correct way. Because I checked these guys for bounties, if I recall. So... Wait. God damn it. This is where I came from. Right? So I did go backwards? No. Shit. Fuck. Dick. God damn it. Where do I go from here? I don't remember. I was trying to remember how to... Yeah, okay, that was the checkpoint. I concur on my dual shot. Disney didn't have any... Oh, Disney didn't have any source material. Yeah. Yeah, we all remember that one. Okay. We went through here. This is where Miko went. We dropped down here. I assume we fly over here. You're not a bounty. And then... Oh, yeah, okay. So there he is. Gotta follow that. Oh, he's up there. Okay. I think I checked everybody in this area already, so I can just fly up here. Finally, a brief moment of respite. Or respite. It is respite, right? Respite? I don't recall. Leon really needs to stop putting those people in self-defense situations. So glad you catch Leon's Sunday special needs stream. That must be Katie typing tonight. How you doing, Katie? Appreciate you. Andy's not near as mean. So that had to be Katie. At least I have both my eyes. You can't say that about fucking Katie. What the fuck? Who was screaming like a little girl just now? Oh, wait. Am I... No. Wait, I came through here. Do we go this far back to the back of the level? Really? I don't think so. Do we? Wait, but I was just up there, right? I don't know where I'm going, guys. Oh, that's where I'm going. Found him. Okay. This is all new, I think. At this point, I'm doing new shit. Hilarious only does it. Wait, that means we're special? No, it means that you guys are doing your good, goddamn, you're supporting someone special. Think of it as your charitable act for the day. Oh wait, is this a whole new area? Yeah, I think it's a new area down here. Okay. Oh, gross. Even make the little sludgy sound effects. Okay, this is a new area because I've not done this yet. I'm back. Phone collecting. Sure, my 23andMe came back retarded. It's not your 23andMe that makes you think you're retarded. It's the fact that you can look in multiple different directions like a goddamn chameleon. There's just something wrong with her eyes, guys. It's weird. Like, it's a little weird. Alright. Magro Slim. We need to go get him. Want to take bets on what games we both gave him? Oh, did you both send me games? Well, thank you very much. There's a House of Respite in The Witcher 3, the giant Nilfgaard camp. It's boring as fuck, but there's a hat. Oh, you gotta ride the full-size bus before. There we go. The rest of you just get to die. Wait a second. Do I not have the... Oh, do you lose your bonus weapons at the end of each level? Because I don't have the machine gun anymore. I didn't realize you lost your bonus weapons at the end of each level. I didn't remember that. Nope, don't fall off the... I hope you weren't a bounty. You're not a bounty, though, so... Death. I say you sent 2 more than I. Don't worry, Katie. It's just the extra chromosome making Leon testy. God damn, you guys are... You're all confusing me. There's so many things in chat being said. I can't keep up with it all. Not while also playing this game. Pretty sure there's a... Oh! How did you live, motherfucker? And you weren't even a bounty. That was all for nothing. God damn it. What a fucking waste. Alright. Switching between gameplay and typing. Oh, what are you playing, girly? Wait. What am I... Okay. Yeah, let me know what you're playing. Oh my god. Okay. Fucking Rhodians, bro. Are either of you bounties? No? What was even the point? Such a waste of my damn time. Alright, I assume you guys just come back to life. There's not even a point in checking to see if you're... Alright, you guys are new though. There might be a point in checking with you. No bounty. No bounty. God damn. Where are these motherfuckers? There's 10 in this level. Oh, wait. Have I already got 8? Never mind. I didn't realize I got that much. Schedule 1 again. Nice. I've played all of like an hour or 2 of that game with you, woman. You don't know if you're a better drug dealer than me. I've barely dealt drugs, and I'm a better drug dealer than you because I've done it in real fucking life. Have you ever dealt drugs in real life? I don't think that's the right way. No! Aww. Alright, so there is a secret right here. How do I get that? Interesting. I need to figure out how to get that. I'm a sweet clean girl from the burbs. Guys, I don't know where to go. I do not know where to go or what to do. It just keeps... Am I stuck down here? No, there's no way the game would do that, right? There's got to be a way out. Do I have to just keep... Oh, what? I took fall damage from that? What the shit? A skinny twink on a native reservation still selling drugs. Classic. I didn't sell drugs when I lived on the reservation. There wasn't too much of it. Okay, hold on. That's what I have to do. Figured it out, guys. And I triggered a cutscene. Okay. Oh my god, lots of dudes. Do any of you have bounties? Doesn't seem like it. You... Alright, no bounty posted. Alright, start murdering people again. In the chat, I'll get you afterwards. I just took a lot of damage, but that's fine. Alright, how do we get that secret that was down there, though? That's the question. For some reason, when I try to imagine you selling drugs, I see you getting rolled by a tray. The fuck does that mean? I don't even know that I want to know what getting rolled is. Okay, there is a secret down there. How do I get it? Because isn't this the end of the...
Kill that bounty hunter! I'm going for my ship!
Is this still not the end of the level? Oh, it is the end of the level. Damn it! 5 new non-enemies killed. I captured 7 bounties. Well, I got 8, but one of them I fucking killed as well. God damn it. I'm getting so upset. Getting rolled by Atreus. It means mugged. Rolled means he jacks you for your shit. Oh, okay. I can appreciate you thinking that Atreus is a fucking criminal and that he won't pay properly for his drugs. Like, he is so poor he won't actually pay. He'll rob me instead. Docking bays. Oh, I think this is the last level of Chapter 1, actually. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the last level of Chapter 1.
Cargo conveyor on the other side leads right to the docking bay.
Ah, man, I had to change how I was sitting. That was hurting. Yeah, if I remember right, this is one of my least favorite levels in the game. This level kind of fucking sucks. Out the gate? Really? No bounty. Hey, there's another one of you. Where are you? Come here. There's 2 of you. Also no bounty. Alright, I'm just gonna kill you both. Wait. Where's the dude? There you are. Jesus Christ. Okay. Stalker the crying. No, I meant that I mean that he wouldn't take you seriously as a dealer and would just punk you. I don't know. Do you know what punking someone is? Oh shit. That was close. Okay, that's what I thought. There's glass protecting them there. I don't really remember where to go from here. Oh, I think I have to go that way. Yeah, Stalker, the crying. What do you mean the crying? What crying? There's been no crying. Yeah, we definitely couldn't have gotten this far without the jetpack. Probably no bounty, but I'll check anyway. Nope. Alright, he's dead. Too poor to be a junkie? Who was too poor to be a junkie? You guys? That's probably for the best. Drugs will ruin your life. Don't do them. They're not good. I don't advocate for that. Well, it depends on the kind of drug, actually. Like, I advocate, like, mushroom and stuff, absolutely. Woo! That almost ended badly. Even weeds. I don't smoke weed. I know a lot of people that do. Yeah, weed's just not my thing. I've just never really enjoyed it.
Found a few more posted bounties.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Thanks, Roz. Why would it put a checkpoint right here? There was literally a checkpoint. That makes no sense. Alright, whatever. If I remember right, there's an Ugnaught bounty down here. Yeah, it might actually be that guy. Oh, shit! No bounty on him. No bounty on him. Oh my goodness. I don't... Guys, I'm gonna be real. As much as I love this game, certain parts of the controls did not hold up. I don't know if it was just different on PS2 or what, but like... I'm gonna pause this. It feels like a lot of stuff in this game doesn't make that much sense. I mean, it's a Star Wars game. Neither do I. I'm talking about smoking weed? I bet Leon's cute on shrooms. Probably wants to cuddle. It can be little spoon. It can be little spoon. Not really. Mushrooms don't make you want to, like, at least make me want to lay down or be immobile. I want to be active and moving on mushrooms. All right. You know what? I'm gonna check like this. Now that we've got you tied up, you can't do anything. That sounds rough. There we go. Resident Evil 4 is better. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a much better game than this, 100%. So I take it you enjoyed it. Like, what was your experience like now since it's your first time playing it? Yes, I knew there was one down here. Okay. Got him. How many bounties are on this level? There's 10 in this one as well. I think I found a Doug Kenny Easter egg in Witcher 3. There's a pair of shoes and glass next to a cliff, but no body. I can't tell if you're making a joke or not. I don't know what Piranha Pout said. Oh, you're laughing at the me being cute on mushrooms thing, I guess, maybe.
Django, blast the fuel barrel when it gets to the force field.
I know to do that, Roz. Goddamn. I just did it wrong, that's all. I know to do it. He was the National Lampoon guy. He leapt off a cliff in Hawaii. Don't know about none of that. That's not my impressive. I didn't play Resident Evil 4, so I was in my early 20s. Yeah, Strong's playing it for the first time. I like how it moved you along. I like the ratio of gameplay to cutscenes. Leon's a fun character. I like the little missable things that encourage replayability. Yeah, there's actually a lot of missable things that I didn't tell you about while I was watching you play. Because it's like, part of the fun is discovering that on your own, and I didn't want you to find all that shit just at my guidance or direction, because that should be something that the joy comes in finding yourself. The only time I ever did shrooms, I just giggled at Dark Side of the Rainbow all night. Definitely wanted to cuddle. It's a movie. I don't know the name. I'll post it. Now, I've seen several of the Lampoon movies, but I don't know that one of what you're talking about. Need to get some distance from this little bomb here. But I will train on it. That way, when there's a dude, I can use it to blow his ass up. Because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of guys through here. There we go. Checkpoint. There's a lot of dudes down here. I might stop bounty hunting, which sounds dumb in a game called Bounty Hunter, but I might stop hunting the bounties and just, ooh! Nope, shit, fuck. I want the weapon. Oh, I have to... Alright, that's 2 down. I can't remember if this game just keeps respawning enemies, but I think it does, because there should be several times so far where I've had an empty area. I think they just keep coming back. If that's the case, checking for bounties might be pointless. But is this the... Oh good, poison darts. Excellent. A Futile and Stupid Gesture on Netflix is pretty good. Like I mentioned when you were watching, I like the over-the-shoulder tank controls thing. Yeah, I think it worked in the game as well. I think that... I don't know if Resident Evil needs to do something to get back to classic Resident Evil, but I don't know if returning to tank controls like that would be the answer. But it needs to do something in that regard. I'm probably going to be killing bounties here, but it's fine. We just need to get some of these guys out of the way. What impeccable aim. Oh, shit. Oh, man, my health is not near as good as I thought it was. I need to be more careful. I read that wrong, Bounty. I changed Rainbow to Moon and get a different picture. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon is very different than Rainbow. Alright, here's a bounty. Oh, I've got 10 poison darts now. That could come in real handy. Where is... There's some health. Stop shooting at me when I'm trying to fucking heal. There we go. And there's another guy. God damn. Wait. Oh, you're a civilian. Oh, you're a civilian with a bounty. Sorry, girly. You brought this on yourself. There we go. Hastress Nick. Alright, I need to go through here now, right? Well, Dark Side of the Rainbow is Wizard of Oz synced up perfectly with Dark Side of the Moon, Leon. Oh, I didn't know that had a name. Like, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it had a name. That's cool. Yeah, I remember when we found out about Dark Side of, well, I guess Dark Side of the Moon. We found out about Dark Side of the Moon syncing up with Wizard of Oz. That's like coming of age internet shit.
Those fuel barrels are inactive now.
I bet you're not a bounty, but let's see. Yep, nope, no bounty. Alright, if you go through that, you die, that magnetism thing. So, oh no! Didn't mean to do that. Oh wow. He, so that's a thing this game does. My favorite part, Glinda is zooming out to the song Money. Oh, that's pretty cool. Forgot about the movie. The casting was impossible for some. It was beautiful due to the part of the great gig in the sky. Now, if I remember right, when you get to the top of this conveyor belt. Hey, stop shooting me! I didn't know that you were a fan of that band, Pink Floyd, girly. All right, check you guys for bounties. I'm actually not a big Pink Floyd fan. I think they're one of the more overrated classic rock bands. I know that might be, blasphemous to say. It took a minute to get back. What I missed. Yeah, no, I know there's a band that, like, I'm glad that other people like them. I see why they're popular, but aside from a few of their key hits, they're just, I never really got into a lot of their music. I respect them well enough, absolutely, but I've just never really got into a lot of their music. Here we go. Yeah, this is where I need to be. Are there any... Nope, there's no health up here or anything like that. Alright, that's fine. And let's tie you guys up.
What are you doing here?
Bounty. Bounty. Alright, kill him. Okay, you want to talk about overrated? The door. Oh, you think the doors are overrated? Interesting. That's definitely an unpopular opinion. Do you just not like their music, or do you think they're fine? They're just like, yeah, no. I got no issues with the Doors, but I'm also like not a big fan or anything like that. They're not one of those bands I ever got really into. Outstalker, love me 2 times, babe. I don't know how they're overrated when I never hear anyone talk about them. To be fair, Serranos, and I'm not saying this to sound rude or whatever, I don't know how much, like, I don't know how much you know about music. I don't know how into music and music history and stuff you are. But, like, if you talk to other musicians or people that do, you know, have a fixation on music and whatnot, they're considered some of the greatest bands of all time. And I mean, maybe I don't know. I disagree with that assessment. So many dudes. As the first time I've uttered that sentence, I promise. Alright, I'm just gonna assume we go this way and keep it. Woo! Full health. There we go. Composition was great, but it wasn't a poetic genius. Everyone just high as balls. Leon said that before. So many dudes. I knew you were gonna take advantage of me saying that, Piranha Pout. I like the Doors. 27 Club, baby. Sausage Party. What about Sausage Party? Led Zeppelin fanatic for 40 years. Piranha Pout. Sorry. Yeah, I think Led Zeppelin is far better than Pink Floyd. I would choose Led Zeppelin over Pink Floyd any day. Hey, may the fort be with you as well, Akuma. Absolutely. Okay, it's boss battle time, baby. Just gotta avoid the big ass guns. God damn it, there's a lot of dudes here. Whoa, shit, fuck. Alright, what do I have for weapons? Poison dart. Alright, whatever, we're just gonna... Have I been hitting the trigger this whole time when I can hold the fucking trigger? Are you goddamn kidding me? I could have just been holding the trigger. Oh, it's faster if you press it, though. Okay, interesting. Well, people, hey, Abomination AJ, you beautiful son of a bitch. It's been too fucking long. How are you doing, homie? I appreciate you, AJ. Do you like... Oh, I love Def Leppard. Def Leppard is one of my... growing up, were one of my favorite bands. I don't listen to them near as much now, but yeah, I fucking love Def Leppard.
Don't kill me.
I hate to admit it, but you're worth more alive.
I'll get you for
I'm
this
not
step.
checking DMs in the middle of
You hear
gameplay.
me?
Oh, thank you, Django. You're the best. I'll call it in for you. Miko will get another life sentence.
What do you mean you're learning about Def Leppard, AJ?
Thanks to you.
There we go. Dead or Alive, Miko, complete chapter 1. I only captured 3 out of 10 bounties. I'm gonna need to replay that one. It's good to see your beautiful face as well, brother. Absolutely. Good to see yours as well. Well, I'm not really seeing your face, but it's good to hear from you and stuff.
Montross, I can pay you double, triple, please! Please don't kill me! I'm worth more alive! You're worth enough, dead.
Montross is a cool villain. Been listening to 70s and 80s rock? Really? What inspired that, AJ?
Bounty of 5,000 Republic credits transferred to your account.
Well done, Django. Miko's bounty, courtesy of the Correctional Authority.
You're short, Ross. Not trying to swindle me, are you?
Hey, you're forgetting my finder's fee. Oh, I'm not even counting the damage to my station. I'm just glad to be rid of that scum. But Miko wasn't the only reason
I'll read
I
chat
asked
in
you to
just a
come
sec.
back.
I'm letting the cutscene
That
play out.
transmission
This is
came
an
for
important
you.
cutscene.
It's personal. I didn't even peek.
Greetings, Django Fett. I am Tyrannus. I have a proposition for you. You are one of a select few chosen to participate in a special hunt for a special prey. If you succeed, the reward will be in the amount of 5 million Republic credits.
5 million? Wow, that could make you for life. Who's the poor sap with that kind of price on his head, huh?
You mean her head?
You are to locate and capture Komari Vosa, dead or alive, the deranged leader of the Bandogora.
No, no, Django. Not the Bandogora. It's too dangerous even for you.
Like you said, this hunt can make me.
Or break you. No bounty hunter who set out after the Bandogora has ever returned.
Worried about losing your finder's fees?
Now that's not fair. You know I worry about you.
What else do you know about this Bandogora?
Only rumors. It's a very secretive organization. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I heard they're behind the new Death Stick craze.
Death Sticks are big in Coruscant's underworld.
Oh, that reminds me. There's a bounty for a Death Stick dealer on Coruscant. He's small time, though. Ha, probably not worth the effort.
If he's in with the Bandogora, it's a good start.
I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this one, Django.
What else is new? See you around, Ross. I may need your help. Keep in touch.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you ran into Montrose on this hunt.
I'd be surprised if I didn't.
Ah, just oozes cool.
Greetings, Montrose. I am Tyrannus. I have a proposition for you.
And now we go to Coruscant. This might be my favorite level in the game.
I can't believe you're still flying that relic, Django. Why don't you spend some of your hard-earned cash on a new ship?
Not a chance. She belonged to Jasta Mareel.
I know. The Mandalorian soldier who took you under his wing. You ever think maybe you hang onto that ship? Those memories. Because you're looking for someone to take under your own wing.
Ross, you're sounding like a psych droid. What's the info on the Death Stick dealer?
With you, it's always business. Jervis Gloom, Coruscant police want him alive. My sources tell me he works the entertainment sector. Think this creep knows anything about the Bandogora?
When I find him, I'll ask him.
Yeah, the Jasta Mareel lore is so great. Those comics were put out by Dark Horse, about the Jasta Mareel and the Mandalorian army or like faction that he ran, and how he adopted an orphan Django, and that they raised Django as a Mandalorian because he's not one by birth. Such great fucking lore. Okay, let's catch up with some chat real quick.
Gloom works out of a warehouse. Watch out.
Says
He's got a local gang
a woman, man, this game is woke. This game came out pretty well. Yeah, he was joking there, Dax. All right, let's pause it real quick. I'll need to scroll up, which I can't do when the game is on. Leon's an adept leopard. I want to pour some sugar. You good goddamn no. AJ's insatiable love for chimichangas. Even in 2002, that was one of the characters with their helmets off. AJ never did explain why he was listening to older music like that, but I'm okay with that. Hey, Sons and Shadows, how you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Alrighty, we're more or less caught up. Let's go ahead and get back to this. We got another, say, 20-ish, 25 minutes before we start raiding on over to Niat stream. Let's see how many of you guys are here. We got, mad shout out to the 37 of you guys watching right now. Absolutely. Okay. 15 fucking bounties in this level. Most of them, if I remember right, are civilians. Also, I think there's health on the ship. I don't need that. And there's more health. Okay, so I guess I can come out to the ship if I need health. Yeah, also it doesn't have the Slave 1 yet. For those of you guys that don't know about this game or the history, this game explains the origins of the Slave 1 and how you got it. How Django got it and how it was passed on to Boba and things like that. Playing Street Fighter with Corporeal. Yeah, dude, Street Fighter's fucking great. I love Street Fighter. That's my fighting game of choice. Alright, so there's going to be this is a pretty slow level. A lot of the bounties are like, yeah, people like her are civilians.
That area is notorious for contraband peddlers. You might find someone looking to buy some.
So we'll just have to look through and be scanning these people. I'm pretty sure she's one, right? Yeah, wanted dead or alive. She's not wanted dead at all. So, let's just go ahead and Bingo, bango, bongo. Got a Twilight dancer chick. Yeah, you can play a lot of this level just like this. Alright, doesn't look like any of these guys. No bounty on any of them. Disney won't like you dead naming Boba's ship. I could not care less what Disney likes because that will always be the slave one as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I refuse to call it a faggot ass fucking fire spray or whatever. Ooh, look at that. Alright, so she's wanted, only alive. What about anyone else in here? Nope, just her. Bingo, bango, bongo. Look at that. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Dude, finding the secondary bounties is honestly my favorite thing about this. Now I got John Bon Jovi in my head. I do love Bon Jovi. I know, like homo hair metal, but I like Bon Jovi a lot. No bounty on this dude. Do these doors open? No. Where do I go? I don't recall. There's nowhere to go from here. Alright, Serrano, since you're such an expert, do you remember this species name? If not, I can tell you. Oh, he is a bounty. Gotcha. Yep, there you go, Serrano. Let me know if you know. Dreams of Van Halen came out at the end of the Power Rangers movie, and listening to that sent me through some classics. Oh, nice. No, that's the ship's make. The name is now Boba Fett. Wait. You're right. Fire Spray is the make. It's right. It doesn't even have a name. It's just Boba Fett Star. You are correct, Serranos. It's even fucking worse. I remember John Bon Jovi, R&R, HOF induction. I know he got a lot older, but he sounded rough. I'm not sure what you're referring to, unfortunately. Oh, he's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Maybe I was on the right track when I went through this door. Whoa! Hey, yo! Damn, bro. You out here just causing a fucking scene? You need to do none of that. Alright, do I go through here? They usually have the, they have the inductees play, yeah. I didn't think so. You go through here. Grab that real quick. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for Billy Idol to play when he's inducted. He'll probably play Rebel Yell. That's what everyone just assumes. Did I miss something? Do I go through here, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, I go through here. Back to checking bounties. Bon Jovi is no longer halfway there. Bro fell off. What do you mean he fell off? Like, he's a raging lefty, and he's annoying in that regard, but his music is still good music. Like, I even like a lot of his, 90s and 2000s stuff. Whoa! Oh, okay, well, you're a civilian. Whatever. You're dead. I'll do that in a sec. Watch Power Rangers movie, just makes total sense to me. Still love that despite the god-awful CGI. Oh, shit. You guys all have guns. I haven't seen the Power Rangers movie in so long. Die? No. Bitch, come here. Stu, you son of a bitch. Come here. There we go. Got it. Oh, damn it. He was only worth money dead. I should have checked. Fuck. Oh no, shit, I'm out of my guns. I'm out of my guns. There we go. I'm gonna die. I made mistakes and I'm gonna die. Somebody drop health, please. Oh, he dropped health. Alright. And he dropped health too. And he dropped health. Alright, feeling much better now. Any of you guys bounties? No. No as well. Alright, what was I doing? 90s Power Rangers movie was epic when I was a kid. Yeah, I've not seen it in so many years. I remember loving it, but I've not seen it in so long.
There's no price on my head.
Yeah, I believe there's no price on your head, bitch. So I'm not after you. There's a bunch of stuff over here I didn't get because homie decided to start running away. Bon Jovi had COVID for like 3 days. Preached about how it was the worst experience, how it was so brutal, affected us all. Young, old, black, white, American. I mean, to be fair, like, the response to COVID was bad. Obviously. That being said, COVID did suck. It's the sickest I had ever, it's some of the sickest I'd ever been. Some of the worst I ever felt. Now, it was over in about 3 days, and it wasn't a big deal in terms of, like, survivability or anything like that. But, like, physically, it did suck. He's not wrong. Had Kimberly Trini action figures from when I was out. Nice. Nice. You had the Kim action figures. Nice. God damn it. Stop. Shooting at me, bitch. There we go. Alright, see what else we got here. Am I missing anything? If I check this droid. No bounty. Okay. What about Ivan Ooze? Ivan Ooze aged like fine wine?
Please don't kill me.
Man, there was something back here I missed. I'm trying to remember what... Oh, I remember what it was now. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack for a sec. Although I can't spend too long on this level because we have to get to Niat's show. So, I can just come back at a later time. I'm not gonna do any backtracking. I'm just gonna blitz through this level. God damn it. Die, bitch. Drop health? No? Okay. I had pneumonia, the real glue, the real flu, gastronitis. COVID was nothing. The loss of smell was wild on the chef. It also affected different people differently. I mean, it may have been nothing for you, but for me, it wasn't nothing. For me, it fucking sucked. Like, you know, it's... I'm glad it wasn't anything for you. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people getting sick or feeling like shit or anything like that, but I wouldn't say it was nothing. Yeah, that first time getting hit with COVID fucking hurt. It was, oh, it sucked. Parents couldn't afford the Black Ranger. He came with extra bling. All right, you are worth more alive. There we go, got you. Man, I cannot believe I accidentally fucked up and killed and brought in the dude who was only worth money dead. That was so fucking dumb. Oh well, at least I know I'm gonna have fun replaying this game. Is there any health around here? Any at all? Oh, rooms like this usually have extra bounties. Ah, see, for example. See, this dude's only worth money alive. I'm not a killer. I literally just took him alive. Fuck you. Douchebags. Alright, see this I can run about. I only want the girl one, Stalker. I used to be really curly like that. That's adorable. Okay, it was like a mild version of the flu. Sorry how it worked. Oh, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, the COVID narrative is weird because, like, for some people it didn't do shit to them. You are correct. For some people it was a legit fucking nothing burger. Yeah, mine fucking sucked. I know a lot of people had COVID and it was fucking terrible. I remember being a little freaked out when I couldn't taste peanut butter. But that's as bad as it got for me. I also didn't lose my sense of taste and smell. When I got COVID, it was, like, I obviously had issue breathing, but it was the inability to move without being, like, my muscles were so fucked in terms of moving around. That was the worst part about COVID for me. Oh, shit. Only shoot the non-civvies, Django. There we go. There we go. Is there anybody? God damn it, you people with guns need to stop. Stop accidentally making a case for... Actually, probably making a case for gun control. Not making a case for gun control cities. If you guys had guns, maybe you could defend yourselves. Hey, look at that. We got... He is worth more alive. Let's go say hi. Oh, his name is Andor. Look at that. His name is Andor. You know, I watched recently. Got set. Breaking case of emergency button was a simple nutshot. What? In what? Are you talking about in Power Rangers? The flu does that to me. I stay in bed, chug water, hurts to move, high temp, going to Minecraft. Yeah,
that's him, Django. Remember, if you fry this loser, you won't find out who he's working for.
This isn't the... Oh, shit! Alright, alright. Okay, what was I doing? I don't remember now. What was I saying? I'm saying something. Oh, right. Yeah, the reason I hate the Pokemon Arceus game is because I got it when I owned it when I got COVID, and it made me so sick that when I played that game, it like brought the symptoms back. It like had a psycho effect on me. So yeah, God damn it! So many of you guys here. I need to be getting in the show. I saw he activated VTube Studio. COVID was the biggest load of bullshit. The response to it and everything, absolutely. Like, again, I'm unvaccinated. I'll always be unvaccinated. I'm no fucking support for how any of that went down. But I also know that that shit sucked to actually have. Like, there's no getting around that. Taking care of business. Done with the song. Bitch, just die. Need this health, need this health. I don't remember where to go. Alright, I'm gonna go for another 5 minutes. And if I haven't beat this level in 5 minutes, then yeah, fuck it. What do I do here? I forget. Are you gonna shoot me? Yeah, you're a bad guy. Alright. Bro, what could have been with Star Wars Underground, Star Wars 1313, or whatever it was called? Do I go this way? Motherfucker! Fuck you! Okay, this is where I go. Yep, no more limit bounties. Gotta get out of here. We'll do it live, this thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get to a nightclub here pretty soon. Not even gonna bother fighting you guys. I'm just gonna chase this motherfucker. Because wherever you go is what leads me to... Got it. 5,000 credits marked on him. He runs in this nightclub, if I recall.
If you go
and
waving
this
your
is
glass
close to the
around
end of
in
the
there,
level,
who
I think.
frequents a casino above the night?
Want a drink?
I'm looking for someone.
Came to the right place.
A low-life death stick dealer. Just came in here.
A lot of people come through here, friend.
Listen, friend. I'm giving you a chance to save your club.
Please, don't shoot. I'm just a bartender. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to run a clean place, you know?
I bet. Now, where is he?
He took a lift up to the casino.
Call it down.
Okay, I'll call it down. Hold on.
I got nobody in the canteen responds to that. He just drew a fucking gun and nobody responds to it. Base. Alright, do I have to kill all the motherfuckers in here? I'm on a time schedule, guys. Quit fucking with me. Sorry, civvies. I'm not trying to murder you in cold blood. Where are the other people shooting from? Okay, there's one. Mike has bad knees. It's been a rough week. Do you have any death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks, or you don't want to buy death sticks. Alright, where's the lift? You're supposed to have called down the lift.
There's no price on my head.
We'll see about that. Anyone in this room got a bounty on him? Oh, yes. you? You have a bounty on you. Alright.
No price on my
Where's the lift? Is it here?
Remember, you want him alive, Django.
Yes, yes, I know, Roz. Goddamn. Oh my god, I'm just trying to blitz through this level. Come on. Want to boot? Oh, boost his mic. Okay, do I go through here? Alright, that's the end of the level, I think.
I ain't telling you nothing. You're not worth my time, dead or alive, punk. I'm after someone else. Talk, or I'll kill you right here.
Okay, okay. I work for Graf Hogg. He runs a nerf packing plant in the industrial sector. My speeder, it'll take you right to it.
Alright, that's the end of that level. Captured 8, there was 15, but that's fine. I can replay this on my own time. We'll go ahead and quit the game here. Excellent. And I will set up the raid for Niat. How many of y'all motherfuckers are watching? Let's see. 38 right now? Yes. We're going to go ahead and get the raid set up. I'll chat with you guys for a solid 5 or so more minutes while I set up the raid. I hope y'all had fun today, because I did. May the 4th be with you. What a good time. Man, I hadn't played this game in ages. I probably will end up playing it more, but yeah, thank you, Jake Martin. Mod it up, you beautiful bastard. Let's get this. Redirect worthy. Add. Search videos from other channels. Nope, that's Gooch. We don't want Gooch. We don't want Love It. Film Comics Explained. Here it is. Okay, so when this stream is over, it will go automatically to Niat. What are your top rock bands from the 60s? My top rock bands from the 60s? Well, number one is very obviously the Beatles. I'm a massive Beatles fan. The Monkees. Led Zeppelin, because my favorite Led Zeppelin album, Led Zeppelin 2, actually came out in 68. I know they're looked at more as a 70s band, but they started in the late 60s, and my favorite album of theirs came out in the 60s. Let's see. I'm not huge on a lot of 60s music, so this one's a bit difficult. Frank Sinatra was still putting out music in the 60s, so you can probably say Frank Sinatra, but he's not really looked at as a 60s musician. That wasn't really his heyday. Yeah, they had at least one good album in the 60s that counts. Okay, perfect. Then yeah, Led Zeppelin for sure. Was did the Yardbirds put out music in the 60s? Yeah, 60s are not my strong suit. Don't forget to tap my X after this. Yeah, I love Sinatra as well, Jerry. 100% love Sinatra. Let's see, what else I'm missing? Did I miss other people's chats from earlier? Check those games. I'm actually curious. Oh, yeah, I can check the gifted games. Give me one moment here. I forgot that happened. Library. Notifications. Jesus Christ! 6 gifted... Lunar City gifted 5 games, then Piranha Pal as well. You fucking mad lads. Alright, we'll do the one from Piranha Pal first, and then all the Lunar City ones. Episode 1 Racer. Awesome. Thank you very much. I adore this game. Absolutely adore it. Lunar City, Jedi Survivor. Well, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Star Wars Unleashed 2. Fuck yeah. I will decline Episode 1 Racer from Lunar City because Brian already sent it to me, but I appreciate the thought. Give me one second, let me type in notes. Okay, there we go. Send a note thing, and then nice Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. Goddamn, fucking love that game. I'll have to tell Badger about that, and then Knights of the Old Republic. Goddamn, you legends! May the fucking 4th be with you. You guys did not need to do that. That is so fucking appreciated. Oh yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival is a great answer. I usually think of them as more of a 70s band, but you're right. Great answer. Again, Lunar Lucidity. I don't know if you're watching or whatnot, but thank you so much. Oh wait, is Cinebeer Stalker Supreme and Lunar Lucidity the same? I didn't realize you were the fucking same. If that's the, I feel so dumb. God damn. All right, I feel dumb now. Yeah, the sale going on. That's where I bought Bounty Hunter. Was the sale? Yep. Cinebeer Stalker Supreme. I will know going forward that you guys are the same. Thank you so much. Wow. I think I officially have more Star Wars games than Sonic games on Steam at this point because of you guys. Thank you. I did play through a couple games. Came out before Jedi Outcast 2 and Jedi Knight Academy, but I still need to play Jedi Outcast. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast is my favorite from that series. Supreme, I had to have known that on some level. Okay, so it wasn't just me that didn't know. I feel better now. It wasn't just me that didn't know that. I didn't expect you. Well, I just flat out didn't know, unless you told me before and I just didn't realize it. But yeah, guys, I think that we're going to have to. I knew because of the avatar. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think about that because I normally just look at you guys' names, not the avatars. And yes, thank you so much, Piranha Pouch. All right, guys. Because I need to get ready for Niat's stream, which is in 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Love it after says can't stay, dropping by and say happy 4th. May the 4th be with you. Let me tell you guys, like I said, this would have been like my 4th wedding anniversary or something, and instead, this was so much better. This was so much more fun. Truly appreciate you. Everybody, the redirect will take us right to Niat's show, which starts in 10 minutes. Hop in there and say motherfucking Vital Idol Raid. I will see you all on the flip-flop. It's going to be we might end up playing Repo on together on Niat's stream. We'll see. We're going to talk about some movies and stuff, but then I think he mentioned something about playing Repo. So if you want to see all of us game together, the Cabal game together, a Cabal game session happening now. Until next time, though, thank you so much to everybody who donated, whether it be games, super chats, memberships, the whole 9. You didn't need to, you do. It truly means the world to me. I can't say I appreciate it enough. And until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere, and this has been